this day, I don't believe that happened.
No, not at all. I do not. I don't get it. I don't understand what the hell. Like, okay,
It's gone full WWE, man. There's not like, no, dude. That wasn't real. That didn't actually happen. No. Bro, plata, where black people and white people talk nonsense.
buddy, it is bro plata. Johnny Smith, we're technically kind of on time. Shut your whore mouth. Love you though, buddy.
Sheesh. Why do you do that? Why do you insult the one person watching us? I'm sorry, Johnny.
True,
I'm sorry for his behavior. And I'm also sorry for him skipping Tuesday. I had a scheduled off day. I was fine. I am mandated those by the union. Raymond just decided he was too lazy to fucking
I busted that
people.
union 2 years into this. I made sure that we don't have that anymore. Capitalism all day, kid.
You think
Capitalism.
you could bust a union on your own?
I could.
I don't think so. Birdo, what's up, buddy?
Burns, what's up, buddy?
Dude, give it up for the Dodgers for trading for Ahmed Rosario again. 2 years in a row, they traded for Ahmed Rosario. That's funny. That makes me laugh.
We got
also they got Jack Flaherty,
from like
Flaherty
Miami
who
or
I
something?
wish. What? He was in Tampa. But and they also got Jack Flaherty, who I was kind of hoping the Guardians would get. But when I heard who the Guardians got for pitching wise, I was listening to Tom Hamilton, and the way he said it, he's like, the Guardians just made a trade for starting pitcher and pause like it was Christmas. Then he said Alex Cobb, and I was like, what? He's still in the league? And then I found out he hasn't thrown a pitch all year. But he's currently attempting to rehab. So we have two guys who should be starting sometime in August who have not pitched one pitch in the major leagues this year. But we got two guys coming up. And they just scratched the guy who's been their best pitcher for Saturday. They scratched Bybee. So great. Although they do have the best record in baseball again as of today. So.
Yeah,
I mean,
just said that.
What surprises me is that they spent more on a position player than they did in the pitcher, because it's all right. The pitching market was weird, and the best guy everyone thought the best guy to get ended up not being the best guy to get and not being traded to anyone because you hear me? Yeah, because he decided that he doesn't want to pitch in October, which I actually don't blame him. It's easy to blame him for that, but it actually makes sense. He's coming off an injury. He was going to shut down probably in September with the White Sox, and he said he's not going to pitch in October unless someone extends me, which actually makes sense. It seems selfish, but it makes sense, and I don't really blame him too much for that. So that's why no one traded for him. So,
yeah, we got Brian. We traded Brian De La Cruz for somebody.
I thought you got Brian De La Cruz.
Oh, that's right. We got Brian De La Cruz and somebody else, and then we were trying to get somebody from the Jays, I think. I'm looking at this. Oh, Isaiah Kinner Falafel?
Kind of Falefa.
Falafel?
IKF, baby. Falefa. And your joke was not funny. Falefa. It just means you don't know anything about baseball. He's been like a notable player for a minute. Point. Not great, but notable. He's with the Yankees for a while.
If you can mesh with Kutch, I'm down for it, dude. Let's go.
It's about as old as Kutch.
Meld his fucking shit.
Johnny Smith, why are you getting pissed? You got Jazz Chisholm, and he's had 2 good games in a row. I mean, he probably doesn't have any more good games in him because I don't think Jazz Chisholm is actually that good. But he's coming out hot. He's happy to be out of Miami, which of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? But
boy, that guy.
Yeah, I don't know how many more multi-home run games. I don't know how many multi-home run games he has left in him. He had 2 already. I doubt he has any more. Berto Hernandez is looking forward to the Philadelphia series in Los Angeles. I'm going to 2 out of 3. Hopefully Dodgers don't lose all 3. For you, I hope they don't lose all 3. Guardians went to Philadelphia, won 2 of 3. So that happened.
Nice.
A lot of things happened since we've been on last, Ray. A lot. Fights happen. A lot of things. The Christians are angry, which is new because they're usually so easygoing. Just all kinds of stuff.
Why do you think I made us the thumbnail in the middle of a boxing ring with you as Dionysus?
That was Jesus. You know that. Anyway, don't try
No,
to
the
pretend it
fat
was
lady
something
was
that wasn't.
Jesus, and that's why I made her that.
I didn't
Or
see
I
it.
made
Hold on,
me
let me
that.
look at it. Oh,
I
great.
made
So we're
you
going.
Dionysus.
Listen. Oh, fuck. Okay, listen. I didn't see this. I want to give you shit for this because I don't feel like going to hell for you. All right. I did not okay this. I had nothing to do with this. Ray, I want you
Your
to take it
body
down.
fits,
That's on
though.
record. That's on record with God that I want you to take this down. This is on Ray, not me.
The sad thing is he's skinnier than you, and I don't know how that's possible.
I look like Dr. Manhattan.
You too.
Let himself go.
Oh, fuck.
On a Crawford card Saturday at LAF Stadium. Eminem is performing. That'd be fun.
Boo. Boo.
Ray hates Eminem because
Roberto, throw a bottle
he
at
only
his
likes,
head just for
he
me.
only likes
Wear a mask.
non-mainstream music where he can pay $10 to go see it. And
Hey, you know what? That's
It's
where you
true.
get the best beer too. So it's I went to that Save Fair show too. But honestly, about that Olympics thing, I could give two royal fucks less about anything. Although I will say this. The coolest fucking thing about that whole thing was Gojira.
Oh, 100%.
Gojira made that thing like fun. Everything else was fucking like, all right, what do we got next? Stuff, fucking hell, and then all of a sudden,
That was fucking awesome. Yeah,
Maria Antoinette's
that
looking us in the face.
Creep, just out of nowhere, right? You just have that. You're like, oh fuck, right? And that's creepy as hell. And then all of a sudden they do that power zoom out, and then in the castle prison, whatever that is, and the fire and shit, and Gojira like with harnesses on, like just fucking, and then an opera singer on a boat. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. That was amazing. And I'm saying this right now. If the LA opening ceremonies don't have metal, I'll be pissed. All right, we gotta mix it up. They also had Gaga and Celine Dion. They had something for everybody, except the Christians. But they had something for everybody.
I don't care.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen is LA is just gonna be straight like it's gonna be a church service. That's what it's gonna be. It's just gonna it's gonna be Josh Groban singing "You Raise Me Up," and it's gonna be. They're not gonna. They saw what happened to France and how much shit they got, so they want the complete opposite. So it's just gonna be Skillet's gonna play. That's gonna be the heavy band.
I want Guar to play in LA.
No,
I want
Christian. Like, Skillet's to have or Under Oath. Get you a Christian band.
I didn't know Under Oath was a fucking Christian band.
Really?
No. Yeah, I don't listen to much Under Oath, so
Me neither. But I was always aware they're a Christian band. That's strange to me. You didn't know that.
Yeah, I never cared about bands like that. I don't know why.
Well, that Alive festival is in my neck of the woods every year. That's like the biggest rock Christian rock festival every year, and that's 10 minutes from me. And I've never gone to it.
That'd be kind of cool. Do they ever bring Skillet or anything?
Yeah, they do. Actually, I think Skillet's there this year.
Ooh,
Skillet and Red have played it, but then there's also bands in between. It get preachy, but I don't mind that too much. It's not a big deal to me.
As long as it's not
Well, no, it's gonna be that because it is a Christian festival, so it's gonna be a lot of it. But that's the thing is that's the place to do it. That's the place to do it.
Yeah.
Like if they're opening for Caesar, that's not the place to do it, right? And I saw them open for Caesar, and they didn't do it Caesar, and they didn't do it then. But if they did it at that festival, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, and I'm fine with that because that's what people are there for. That's the place to do it. That's their winning Christian Rome right there. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man. With like Christian music and all that shit, I could. Whatever, dude.
There's too many queer jokes at the Tool Metallica show. That makes sense to me.
That does not surprise me in the slightest.
You guys got to see Deadpool and Wolverine. I watched it just now. I went at 3:00 to see it, so I just got back from it.
Hey, D.
But I did enjoy it. I did like it. It was fun. It was a fun time. The movie. Well, there was one that made me laugh really hard, and I didn't think it was a mean gay joke at all, but it was fun. So only one I remember. Well, there's a lot of Deadpool's, you know, he makes sexual jokes all the time. That's not new for Deadpool. He makes all kinds of sexual jokes. That's
Yeah, I
half the
need to see
movie
it still.
always.
I
It's
haven't
good.
seen it.
It's good. I enjoyed it. Yeah, that was one too. I didn't really like that either. But overall, I liked the movie. One joke made me laugh really hard towards the end. I don't want to spoil it, so I won't. But
Is it
actually, more than one joke made me
is it
laugh.
Steve or Stan or whatever his name is being a Deadpool?
Number one, you shouldn't fucking do that to people. You know that. And no, it wasn't what I was talking about. But fuck,
Okay.
dude, if you would have said that before I saw it, I would have been so pissed at you. I'm pissed at you now.
I
Stop
just
doing
found
that.
out today, to be honest.
See, that's what, you know what? And I've been on Facebook and I saw a couple memes from it that I'm happy I saw the movie before I saw that, or else I would have been really pissed. Yeah, don't fucking.
Yeah, I
spoil
still got it. I've watched already like the spoiler videos on like new rock stars.
Yeah, you
and
can
stuff,
just
so.
because you're fucking weird and like to do that to yourself. Like no one else on earth likes to do that to themselves. Just you. You're the only one.
Only with movies.
It's fucking weird to me that you want to do that. That's, well, you know what? Listen, I've never had a friend, we'll say you friend in quotation marks, that that I understand less shit they do than you. Like you so much. I'm like, I just don't get it. I don't fucking get him. I don't get it. I don't get why he does it. It makes no sense to me. It's yeah. Anyway, it's fine. I liked the movie. I enjoyed the movie. It was a fun time. I saw it in the little crappy theater by me. It's not crappy. It's just not fancy.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
I'll probably go to the Regal or whatever it is. Down,
I paid
over
$5
here.
to see it today.
Yeah.
I almost saw it in Columbus because my brother's hotel was right next to an AMC, and I thought about going, but I ended up going to the casino instead.
Oh,
Sure,
how'd you
went to
do?
the theater. Not good.
Not good.
I only brought $50 and I lost it all. But
It's not that much. I mean, it
well, that's all I
sucks in the
brought. So I
moment,
knew
but-
what it was, and that's watched my brother play. He played him the same like $20 for 2 hours. It was crazy. I think he
Some
left
people have
$30
that,
up.
man.
I think he left $30 up.
Still, some people have that where they can fucking just they fucking win or just keep winning over hours and hours. Like I've only had that a few times in my life where like I played blackjack and then all of a sudden, you know, I'm up $50 or whatever, and I walked in with 50, did the $10 table, and then left with $50. Like evened out the whole fucking day.
I'm telling this story with no authorization, but I'm going to do it anyway. My brother, you know, his wife didn't want him to go to the casino. It was down the road from the hotel. He's like, I'm going. He's like, bring $100. That's it. So she takes his wallet, sees he has like a $10 bill, just like from some reason had another $10 bill. And she took it out. She's like, you only said 100. Here's the 10. He said, give me that 10 back. It was in my wallet. I said, I was taking what was in my wallet. Give me the 10 back. She's like, no. So he asked his daughter, he's like, give me a $10 bill. And then she gives him a $10 bill. He's like, no, I had 10 or 10. I'm taking 110. It was a whole fight. So we get to the casino. He loses $100 very quickly. All he has is that 10, and he won everything back on that $10 bill.
God damn it.
I know. I told him, I'm like, whatever happens, if you come out with as a winner, we need to tell her that you won in that last $10 bill. But it actually happened. We didn't have to lie about it. That's actually what happened.
Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, I almost lost $600 in about 2 hours once playing blackjack.
Take long. Yeah, it doesn't.
No, it sucked. It fucking sucked. And it was at
If you
Rivers
lose all your
Casino.
hands, that could happen, and yeah, that can happen pretty quick.
Oh,
No, you know what
I
they do have at the Hollywood Casino? They don't have at Jack, and they don't have in West Virginia. Is Big Six. So I played Big Six, and I didn't win at all, dude. I didn't get shit.
aw.
Because I wasn't blowing on it. That's why.
Yeah, you weren't. You were just sitting there going, "Come on."
Well, okay, so it was one of those stations where you have multiple games on the computer screen, and this wheel was like far away from where I was. Like I could see it, and they put it on my screen, but like I wasn't right up by it like the one in Vegas. So
was it a wood wheel or was it a?
It was an automatic one, dude. I don't think they do that.
It was
I mean,
like
for
the one
years in casinos, they had a dealer spin that shit. Now they don't do that shit anymore, and that pisses me off.
Automation,
now it's rigged,
man.
It's rigged like everything else. They make enough money anyway.
Learn to code.
Cheated.
Learn to code.
So that's why, you know, I've always won the most, done the best playing blackjack and normal blackjack, and I should not video blackjack, and it's really the only thing I should ever play because everything else I play is rigged. So
yeah, because your autism allows you the ability to
not
read
autistic.
the cards before.
No, I'm not fucking Rain Man. I have ADHD. I don't have that fucking.
Okay, you're on the spectrum. It does.
Nah, hey, listen, I've
whatever.
never been diagnosed, so I'm saying I'm not.
Hmm.
So there we go. And I've been to plenty of doctors that could have told me I was over the years, and none of them ever did. So a lot of therapists, a lot of doctors, and none of them ever used the A word or the S word. So
It happens.
they use the T word and the OCD word and the ADHD word and the F word a lot. The F word a whole lot.
There's a casino. They have a casino called Morongo. Is that it? Morongo?
I love
Yeah.
the outlets outside they have outside. So you'll play blackjack and then you'll go get like a knockoff Nike pair of Nikes or
Hell
something.
yeah,
Like,
dude. Irregular Reebok shirt, just
maybe
like one sleeve longer than
$200
the other.
in big dog t-shirts. They still make those? Is this still a thing?
Probably.
I used to have a couple of those.
I think I had one
There
big
used to be
dog shirt.
there used to be a big dog outlet in Lodi.
A lot of things look like they go in Lodi, man.
The only thing I remember about Lodi is the outlets.
Yeah, that's all that's there.
Yeah.
Because it's over by Worcester, I think. Yeah.
Somewhere that way, in between like Worcester and Cleveland. So like
Yeah.
up and over and up.
Yeah. I think I had to go off of that exit once in like the last month.
I was at Columbus last weekend, and Friday I stayed with my buddy Jason, who lives down there. We went out. We went to the karaoke bar, and I didn't think he was that drunk, but he went from 0 to 100 like that. And next thing I know, he's booing and heckling every karaoke singer, and I had to apologize for him. I'm like, I'm sorry. He's like, you suck. Stop it. Never do this again. You're terrible. Stop it.
You hang out with awful human beings. Like,
I know you're one of them.
But like Alan, this guy,
Alan's
like,
great.
Nah, Alan's got some weird hangups.
Although he really, you're saying that about Alan? Okay. Hold on, I'm reading something.
Oh no. Share us out, please. We want to get more views on this bitch. Then let's get in the Discord you're with and just share us out. Doesn't matter if it's a gaming one or whatever. But continues Tim.
So he was booing all the karaoke singers, and I was apologizing for him.
Bitch, what a trash human being! Like
he doesn't remember it happening. He was blackout drunk. Apparently Tuesday night, Alan and I had a fight about who could get home faster, and I won. But he took the train, and I didn't. And I didn't want to take the train at midnight. And he apparently was just on the train, fucking talking shit to everybody. I'm like, thank God I wasn't on the train with you, dude. I would have been pissed.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He kept calling some lady Marjorie Taylor Greene the whole time. I'm like, something tells me she doesn't look like her at all. Like, she looked exactly like her. I'm like, sure she did. There's people coming back from the Def Leppard and Journey concert.
Whatever happened to Thomas? He does a show now on WINT Integrity Radio. You should check it out. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. right before the show.
Right after Hannity, and I'm happy for Thomas that it makes me laugh because it's just like, but they gave him press credentials for SummerSlam, right?
Because I told him I was going to talk about this, and I find it hilarious what he texted me, or gave me, or voicemail he left me after he got that pass, which. Mm-hmm. Fucking, I told him this on the phone. I'm proud of him. He's worked his ass off ever since I started, fucking with him. And like, he is a hustler, man. And he got to where he is, and it's fucking awesome for him. But what the text I got, or the phone call I got, or the voicemail I got was, I need some Ray advice. And the first thing I said to him.
Fuck.
Hold on.
Fuck. Get the line in the shovel. Holy shit.
What
size forklift do you need? Is she still alive?
Do I need to bring bleach to clean the walls? How much mess is there?
It's not good, man. If that sentence comes out of someone's mouth, they're in trouble.
Well, the first question I asked him is, "Do you need bail?" Like, because nobody ever asks me advice. Like this,
There are very few things I would ask you for advice on, but like I think I said last week, if I needed to pick a good wrestling song, I probably would ask you. Like there isn't many things. There isn't many things I would ask for you for your help.
I don't even take my own fucking advice. What do you fucking like? The things I tell myself I should do, I'm laying upstairs fucking high. Like that's it. We'll talk about we'll talk about that in a little bit. That it's gonna be.
I just saw that today, so I haven't really read up more on it. There's just been a bunch of shit on this Olympics that have been came out that is fake. Like I keep seeing that video. Well, it's not fake, but I keep seeing that video of that Filipino diver landing on his back.
Yeah,
you seen that? Yeah, that happened 9 years ago.
Okay.
I don't know. But so you're like, look what happened in the Olympics. I'm like, that did not happen in any Olympics.
Well, then they didn't do their
research.
You could easily Google that before. Like, look at this douchebag from 9 years ago.
And I'm seeing a lot of stuff about that Turkish dude, the gun guy.
That fucking guy.
I mean, listen, if any of it's true at all, it's awesome. But the stories keep getting crazier and crazier every time I have something. I screen save something I just saw. I don't know how much of it is
we're
true.
living. I hate to go all full Alex Jones, but I'm almost believing New World Order. Like, I'm almost believing there is something going on. There's got to be. You can't make any of this up outside.
The Turkish guy? I'm not talking about fucking
No. I'm just talking about, like, a lot of the stuff that you read that's fake, that, like, stuff's been faked, or fucking people are, like, posting stuff, and we're living in a simulation, brother. We're living in a simulation. Simulation theory is real.
This is the thing that I read about him today. I don't know. I haven't checked this. I don't know how true it is. I do know that he's a Turkish dude. He did win the silver medal. All that's true. Mm-hmm. He's like 52. That's also true. But this is what I just screenshotted. Dayak Yusuf, who only recently took up shooting after a particular heated argument with his ex-wife, credits his success to his newfound passion for seeing his kids and a relentless drive to prove his ex wrong. I never thought I'd be here, Yusuf said, shrugging nonchalantly. I was just aiming for a weekend with my kids. The 52-year-old who works as a mechanic in a small garage in Istanbul just picked up a gun during a particularly frustrating divorce mediation. What does that mean?
I don't believe it. Yeah, that might be fake.
What does that mean? His unorthodox approach, no specialty gear, no training regimen, and a wardrobe consisting of everyday jeans and a t-shirt has baffled professional shooters. Quote, he just shows up, shoots a near perfect round, and then asks if there's a smoking area nearby. Quote, after winning silver, Yusuf stood up motionless on the Olympic podium and declared, Sharon, if you're watching this, I want my dog back.
Yeah, I think, that's fake.
I think some of that's true.
Some of it might be, but like the dog part, I don't think is real.
Well, the whole him showing up in jeans and asking where you smoke a cigarette, that's true. I'm assuming because he is because I saw he was in jeans. That's real. But and he may be divorced, but I don't know. Either way, even if that part's not true, it's all great.
Yeah,
I love guys who like don't do it like everybody else and they're good at it. I fucking love that. Everybody loves that.
Yeah. Everybody loves a Roy Nelson. Everybody loves a Roy fucking Nelson.
You see everybody else have these crazy goggles on and earplugs. This guy had nothing, and he just he had one hand in his pocket. And he was wearing like sweatpants, and it's like, he got silver, and it's 52. I don't know who the oldest medal winner is going to be this year. That has to be pretty close to it. Maybe we should take up shooting. I can't do it. I have ham tremors. I'd be terrible at that sport.
I mean, if we put you, well, you couldn't probably take it because it's an enhancing drug.
Yeah, probably.
I was gonna say we put you on some fucking SSRIs and just even you out. I think you'd be fine.
I already am. I'm fucking Prozac.
Well, I'm talking about heavy duty shit to where you
lithium.
Yeah, you don't even feel your body anymore. You're just like,
you just roll me up in a lazy boy. Just put the gun in my hand. Just.
That would be fun. Actually, I'd love to see that. But the fucking.
Listen, that's on. I don't know. Is it? Did the Olympics okay this or was it boxing? It's probably boxing, right? Is it? I feel like these sports have all just kind of gone like they make the sports do it themselves, so they want somebody out there.
They met the testosterone level
they have one
thing, but it shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen, dude. I'm sorry.
I mean, well, I mean, they make the rules, they pass the rules. So I mean, I change the rule. I don't know. I'm just I listen. So what I'm saying is, I'm blaming the Olympics. I'm not blaming the athlete because the Olympics set the rules. The athlete met the rules. But I will blame the Olympics, but I won't blame the athlete for that reason.
I saw a thing from Schaub about it. What did he say? He said something.
The investment firm?
No, Brendan
Schwab.
Schaub. Yeah, Brendan Schaub said something about it. Oh wait, yeah, I haven't logged in.
Dude, I don't want to hear what Brendan Schaub said about it.
Well,
I don't really want to hear what he said about anything.
Your daughter's fucking getting to that level and
understandable,
having to face a physiological dude. You know, like that was all it was.
Understandable. But I just want people to blame who I really think is to blame, and who I think the blame is the people that allow it, not the people competing.
I think that's the majority of the blame should fall on them. Yes.
I just like the people went. Not only did they go after Leah Thomas, but they did it in a very transphobic way, right? And they said all kinds of mean jokes and things that weren't funny and just stupid. I'm like, don't yell at her. Yell at NCAA. Yell at NCAA swimming. Yell at them. They're the problem. If you think there's a problem, they're the problem, not her.
Well, yeah, of course. So the majority of that, but it's also
that's what makes me. That's what bums me out. Is when people go after the athlete instead of the organization for that.
Well, the athlete made the choice to do it as well, so it's
still blame the organization, man. They just want to compete, so blame the organization.
Well, again, yes, I agree with you on that, but it is a choice by the athlete too. I mean,
it is, but they've always been a competitor, and they didn't want to, so they're going to compete as long as they're allowed, so they can allowed to be competing. I don't blame them. You want me not to compete? Change the rules. You can't ask an athlete not to be an athlete.
You know, though,
but you can change the rules so they can't compete.
But you know, these weak-kneed liberal bullshit people that fucking run half of these fucking organizations, once they get like a person on
it's not going to last. That one's not going to last too much longer.
5 million people hate us.
That one's not going to last too much longer. I don't think. I think they're going to lose that battle eventually. They're already losing in a lot of places, and I'm already pro never making it a. What's the word I'm looking for? I feel like it always should be case by case basis. I shouldn't because I don't think a blanket rule always helps, especially when you're going the other way. We were talking about a biological female or someone who's born a female going male and competing against men. That's when it gets murky and confusing. So I think there shouldn't be a blanket rule, but I think they should always look into it every time. And I don't know. But if there's someone to blame, it's
the organization.
It's the organization.
For sure. But.
And maybe a little bit more for a boxer than a swimmer. I understand that, the athlete. I get it. But
especially in something like combat sports.
But you're telling an athlete not to be an athlete anymore. They're gonna, as long as you say they're allowed to compete, they're going to compete. You got to tell them they can't compete. That's what you got to do.
Yeah. I mean, I wish they
would. They will. I think they will. After this, I think they will. So.
Oh, yeah. I think this really opened up a lot of people. I hope this opened up a lot of people's eyes. Look for the Adam's apple, people. Usually that costs more to do that check. It's like $50 on the street. You got to do it. But
one of these,
yeah, just like a nice little, finger roll. Just
I've never had now I'm fat, but even when I wasn't fat, I never had a very pronounced one.
I've always had like a fucking really strong one. Yeah. Even
like,
when I was a kid.
Like fucking skinny dudes with giant Adam's apples that look like fucking vultures.
Yeah. Patrick, why are you picking on Patrick Madison? Seriously, he is a great human.
It's out of love, and because he's doing a show on T County that I'm not a part of, so he can fuck right off. I'm kidding. I actually don't care about that.
Is he hosting the show?
I don't know. It's him and Rich Green. I don't really care. I think they did another one. They did one in Yorksville too.
You should walk in there and be like, "I want my money." $50 and a PBR now, or I'm shutting this show down as the mayor of Comedy Town.
She would come in with the sash,
top hat, monocle.
The mayor. I am the mayor of T County Comedy. Marty Drexler is my number 2. One of us needs to see a piece.
Yeah,
Marty texted me yesterday. I haven't talked to Marty in a long time.
He made some joke I saw on Facebook recently that was a pun. Can't remember what it was.
That's not new for him. That's his thing.
Well, it was funny though.
He wasn't real happy
right now, dude.
He wasn't real happy about the Olympic thing, and that's okay. But my thought about it was like, Remember when we were just like allowed to be like, I don't like this. What else is on? Like,
Well, the
not
internet
everything
does
has to be
exist.
for everyone, man. There's stuff that people do on TV. I'm like, I don't like that joke. I don't like that. That seems offensive to me. I'm just gonna go past that and watch something else. You're allowed to do that, man. You don't have to like everything is just supposed to be for everybody. So I don't know.
I just again, I don't think it's and we'll use the fairness thing. I'll say this right now. It's not fair for either athlete, and it's not fair that they let it happen. Like that's it to really
I wasn't talking
sum it
about
up.
that anymore. I was talking about
Oh.
the other thing.
Oh, the Christian thing?
Yeah.
Again, Gojira made it all go away. It was fine. Who gives a shit?
That was pretty great.
It
And,
was.
oh my gosh, that was the most epic thing I've ever
X-Flames
saw.
and shit.
That was, I mean, imagine if more metal bands had like an unlimited budget for something. Like that's what happens when you give a metal band a lot of money to do something. Or they'd be like, here's some like they don't get those opportunities very often, right? They don't get the Coachellas and shit, right? So they don't get those opportunities very. So what happens? They put them on a prison castle or whatever that is and harnesses, and they have a boat with an opera singer on it. Like more of that, please. More of that. Mike Tirico just being like, well, this is Gojira.
Band Gojira, everybody, a French national band.
And Peyton Manning was, I don't know, Peyton Manning was there too. He's probably all shocked. Kelly Clarkson, that's what music sounds like, if you were wondering. Cover that in karaoke.
Oh, that pun hit hard. I'm not feeling well to begin with. I think I'm dying, Tim.
What are you eating about? Karaoke is a thing she does on her show.
I know, but I hate the pun.
Oh, I didn't make it up. Don't leave
I know. I'm not shooting the messenger here. Right. I'm fucking just giving my opinion on a.
I actually like it. I like that she sings on her show. I like to see. I mean, she's a singer. Sing on your show. That's cool.
Come up with a better one.
That honestly, it was right there, and it seemed really obvious. Sometimes you have to go with the obvious one. You have to go with it. Does maybe it's not the most clever, the most deepest cut, but sometimes you got to go with the most obvious. That's honestly probably the one I would have picked as well.
Karaoke? Probably.
Because you think of one that's actually better. Like what's the word? Cover, Kelly cover, Clarkson covers. That's stupid. That's stupid. That's worse.
It's better than karaoke.
It's not. It's not though. I mean, like I said, it's not one of those ones you're like, oh man, now clever. You're just like, yeah, that's kind of the one you kind of had to go with. It's one of those.
Although I say that because I'm doing a low bar for my pun. You always have to go low bar for the pun. You can't go high bar early. You build up to it.
It's just one of those that it's not. It just fit too well. It doesn't matter how creative it is. It just fit too well. You gotta have to go with it. They can't all be tequila quinces, right?
No. Oh man. I'm dying, Tim. Horribly.
When you think about Tony fighting, maybe he can fight a woman. Well, he's listen. It's gonna be a different fight than his other fights because Chiesa is probably gonna try to take him down, and Tony could probably still grapple. So I expect it to be less sad than the other ones, but maybe it won't be, man. I think he's gonna lose again and then be done. Well, he's gonna be done either way, but I
mean, I called it years ago. Thank God I did. But like, yeah, it's just over, kid. Like he's never gonna be the same fucking. That Gaethje fight changed him. Like you could tell. That was one of those moments you looked at a man physically become another human being. I
honestly think it happened before that. I think just the timer kind of ran out. Just because he was just this accumulation.
Oh, I'm not
and then
saying,
it was gonna happen. I think it would have happened against anybody in that last fight because it was coming anyway.
I mean, I think Gaethje was the guy to do it. If there was somebody to steal a soul, it's Justin Gaethje. So if you
I'm
look at his past
I'm not giving him that much credit. I think it's all the fights that did it. I'm not saying he didn't help. Of course he helped, but I'm not giving him that much credit for making him go from.
And again, I'm not
here
saying
to
that
here. No, I don't think he was already doing.
Oh
this.
no, I'm not saying that there wasn't a fuse lit. I'm just saying the ignition point was Justin Gaethje. He's the thing that sent the shrapnel into the field.
Fatty-oki, Johnny Smith says. Well, that's what I call it when I do karaoke, except for when I sing Johnny Be Good, then it's Chuck Berry-oki. That's right. I fucking went. I fucking did it. I did it. I
hate
don't
you.
give a shit.
Oh,
I don't give a shit.
I feel my
If I
cancer
sing
getting
Journey as
worse.
Steve Karaoke, yeah, you know. Mm-hmm.
Karaoke Lee Lewis or something.
Mm-hmm. No, Labe.
Fuck. Fucking allergies right now, dude. For real, is like terrible up here. My like shit swollen all over my face. All right.
Uh-huh.
Either that or it's a sinus infection. Got to get a Z-Pack probably.
You're fine. Just tough through it.
I am. It's been
Be a
since
man.
Monday. Like
Be a
I was
man.
feeling, I felt great at.
So wait, how
fucking
many
sick.
open mics have you been to since you've been feeling sick? You better say 0.
2.
You're an asshole. What the fuck you do? Really? You think a cold's coming on? You go to mics, dude? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's allergies. I know I'm not like I guarantee you it's my allergies right now because my tongue is swollen.
Did you go
I don't get a
checked?
swollen tongue when I fucking get like have a cold or anything.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm not
See all these open micers falling down. You killed 12 open micers. Actually,
yes,
you know what?
and
Thank
all
you
of
for
their
your
grandmas.
service.
I don't care.
Thank you for your service if you went out and killed 12 open micers.
No, well, it's hot.
I can make that joke as long as I don't say anyone specific, which I don't have anyone specific to say, but just it's taking out a dozen open micers at a time.
That's just called liver disease.
Actually, apparently Marty Malloy does that a lot. He feels like he has COVID like every other week.
Yeah,
and he's going to mics. I got sick from I think LVT. So
yeah, I don't know.
Like
I said,
it was. I mean, it had to be one of those mics. So either that or the one I went to before the day before.
It really kicked in. What was it? Tuesday. Like I had to drive to fucking Warren for a bee removal job. And
Howland High School's up there,
right?
Yeah, because the high schools are Howland and Champion, right?
I think. I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't pay attention to high school sports like you, Tim.
I know. I'm talking about. Ray. Come on. I'm talking about test scores. All right. I'm talking about academics.
I would think it's low.
No idea.
Especially with the amount of meth teeth, I would think education isn't really on their to-do list down there.
Up there. Over there for you.
Down there.
It's straight over. Is it Warren straight over?
No.
I mean, if it's down by like this much. It's not down that much for you to call it down.
No, it's near Youngstown, homie.
Yeah. Isn't Willoughby here in Youngstown's on east of you?
No.
Are you north?
I'm up north.
You're north of Youngstown? I thought Youngstown was in the corner.
No, you're thinking of like Conneaut, maybe.
Never heard of that, so I'm not thinking of that.
Or Ashtabula.
Maybe. I definitely thought Youngstown was in the corner there.
No, Youngstown's like south of us, dude.
All right.
I think it's south of you.
Youngstown?
Yeah.
No, dude, you're way fucking off there. Now you're making. I was like, oh, Ray knows what he's talking about. After you say that, I feel like you have. I feel like you have no clue what you're talking about.
No, I'm serious. I know that I'm north of Youngstown.
Okay, that makes sense. But now I have to look because it's nowhere near south of me. It's an hour and a half fucking northeast of me.
Okay.
Yeah,
I believe you on that.
Close. That's just weird that you thought that though. I mean, I can believe you about the other thing. But
I don't know about the Kentucky you live in. I just
Kentucky's 3.5 hours away from me at least. So you're wrong in there too. You don't know anything. So I better check.
What is it?
Gerard.
West Virginia? No, you're like probably an hour and 45 from Kentucky.
Okay, Warren's just above Youngstown. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it is south. I'll get that. But
I knew that one. I was gonna.
No, I felt like you were probably right.
On
but
that one, kid.
No, dude. It's I'm southwest of it by a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. But yeah, I did that. And
I will say that it is further south than I thought it was, which is weird because I've been there a bunch. I just always thought it was further.
Well, yeah, because you're south of it, so it just seems more north than.
Right. I guess I just never go any further north than there. I don't like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like
So,
mentor, but
yeah, it's like
I can
like
get the
an hour
mentor in
and
the
a
same
half.
amount of time. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, that tournament I went to in Columbus, that softball tournament, that giant one my niece was in.
Yeah,
It
how'd
was a
that go?
hundred. Good. They won all 3 games on Friday. They lost one Saturday. They got into the top half bracket, and then they lost the first game against a team they would never be able to beat from Parkersburg, West Virginia, who ended up coming second in the whole thing. So they had a bad draw on Sunday. It just is what it is. They actually had the higher seed technically, but they just got a bad draw, and that team ended up going to the finals and losing to a team from Warren. So the team from Warren won the whole thing. So that's why I brought up Warren. They had a fastest pitch contest on Thursday, and the girl that threw the hardest for my niece's team, I think, hit 50, which there's something wrong with her hand or something. She usually throws a little harder than that. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is the girl that won it threw 65. Which is fucking like D1 college throws 65. She's 12 years old. Probably 13, but still.
Oh, her parents
she plays on that Warren team.
The money that she's gonna get in scholarships and NILs pitching 65.
Probably nowadays, yeah, probably. I mean, she probably already has offers. I mean, there's probably. I mean, I don't know if there's scouts at that thing. There's 12-year-olds, but there may have been a few. I mean, there's probably Ohio State scouts because they were in Columbus, so they might as well go over there. But she probably already has offers. She already throws 65.
Well, I was about to say some of them are dads probably too that have like kids in that tournament.
Yes, 2 joints. We're a sports show ish. What do you expect?
We're talking little girl softball right now.
Yes, we're talking about 12-year-old girls softball. But yeah, they won all 3 games on Friday. They beat the fucking shit out of that rich girl mentor team. Money can't buy wins, Ray. Money can't buy wins. That team wasn't good. I don't know why that team was there. That team got beat up bad by everybody. They weren't very good.
We're known for our baseball.
Then they came back and beat a team from a Chardon team. The Chardon, they were down 5-0. Came back 6-5. Went down 9-6. Won 10-9 in the bottom of the 7th. Yeah, they were down 1 with 2 outs and the bases loaded, and the girl came up and hit a game-winning single, and yeah, it's pretty great.
Nice.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, Manice did pretty good. Her birthday was Friday. Dude, like that West Virginia team they got beat by on Sunday. Every one of those girls was 13. You know, and that's the last tournament they can play as 12-year-olds. So, and my niece turned 11 on Friday. So, and she was one of 2 girls on her team to get a hit against that team. So
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And she didn't even start, and that was a whole thing. That's a whole thing. Whatever. They just had tryouts for their team again, and my brother's not super happy about it. But
so I'm gonna say this sentence, and I'm gonna let you judge me out loud, but then I'm gonna fully explain the story because it was kind of cool. Not gonna lie. So
I don't think I want to hear it.
Well, I went to Save Ferris.
No, I'm gonna pass. Honestly, let's pass. I'm gonna pass.
I went to Save Ferris.
I passed.
Really good ska band from the 90s. Monique is the only original member of that band, I think.
So she fired her whole band. Is she insufferable like Amy Lee?
I mean, she did talk about doing Speed, so maybe.
Okay, so yes, I gotcha.
The
Speed and the ska band kind of sounds perfect, honestly.
It does.
Faster.
I know.
We're turning up the BPMs. We turn up the BPMs, we can get twice as many songs in a set.
Mm-hmm. But, all of a sudden, I get jokingly scolded by Monique from literally the other side of the room.
Good. You deserve it. You know what? From the stage, it's hard to see people on the other side of the room. So she must have just smelled you.
Well, probably. I didn't have deodorant. Oh no, I used Laura's deodorant.
What's wrong with you?
Actually, I have deodorant now, Tim. Okay.
I buy it in bulk. I'm still sending it to you. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, I'm
doing
gonna
that.
tell you something, dude. This place we went to was pretty badass. Like, had a big open space in the back that was like what do you call it?
Bar patio.
Patio. That's it. Um, but the bar, like, it's a small room. Like, it's a very small room. And you can see people all the way in the back by the bar. And I picked my old man in the back of the room position, like I always do, because I'm like, I'm not getting anywhere near any of that crowd. I'm sorry. I'm done with that. I'm too fucking old.
I had the same original strategy Tuesday, but Alan can handle it, and I will tell you that story after this.
Oh, no. See, again, trash human beings, man.
Not
I am your
trash.
only good friend. I am the best
It's definitely
friend.
not true.
I would kill for you, bitch.
So would he.
But he's just trash.
He's not trash. He thinks you're trash, but he's not trash.
I don't get drunk and ride the rapid and yell at people. I mind my fucking
Listen,
business.
I wasn't there.
And
I
hang
don't
the
know.
fuck out.
I wasn't there. I don't know. Anyway, finish your story.
Still, that's weird. It's fucking that's somebody who's never been socialized. Like, that's not a socialized person.
It was weird. If it happened, it was weird. I wasn't there though.
Yeah, I've never done that. I've never even.
Don't believe you.
I've never done it. I've rode the rapid once to the airport, and that was like 6 a.m. in the morning.
It doesn't matter where you do it. I've seen you be drunk and annoy non-drunk people. I've seen you do that.
That's fine. They
It's basically just the
choice to be
same
out in
thing, just-
public. I just
just,
happen to be in the space.
Okay, now finish your story.
But yeah, like she wanted everybody to start clapping, and all of a sudden I hear you in the back with the cool hat. I'm like, oh my god! And it was like direct eye contact with me. It was like, but it was packed. It was fucking packed.
That was it. That's all she said. I honestly thought the story was going to be better.
Well, that's hence why I wanted you to get your judgment out so I could tell the story. Because I knew your judgment would be like, I knew Ray annoyed her. I knew fucking Ray annoyed her.
He said you probably smelled it. She probably smelled you.
Yeah,
The fucking spleen back there. Yeah,
look at that massive flesh and hair.
maybe.
Ew. By the way, shout out to Ray's barbecue pit in Old North. Some of the best fucking barbecue. It shut me up. It was so good, Tim. It was so good.
I need to find more of those restaurants that make Ray be quiet.
It's a food truck. They don't have a brick and mortar. It's a fucking food truck. Like, it was awesome. Oh, and next time you go to Columbus, you have to try this thing called, I think it's like High Street Kitchen when you're down there. It's a conglomerate kitchen of like just small like pop-up kitchens, and you press a fucking doorbell to whatever restaurant you want, make the order, and then they give it to you. And we tried High Eats, bro. One of the greatest burgers I've ever experienced in my life. When I got back to the hotel with Laura and we were eating our food, like, I'm just mowing on this bitch. It was fantastic. It was so good.
Also, I never trust you completely on food because you have said places before that I don't think are that good. You thought were great, and also you smoke a lot of weed, so that changes. That makes everything.
I know, but I'm telling you, the bun was fucking amazing.
It probably didn't suck. I would be surprised if it sucked. Like I'll give you that much. I'm never saying I won't try, but Friday night when I was with Jason, I ordered DoorDash at midnight. I'm like, what the fuck can I get at fucking midnight? And dude, I got Mexican food. I got great Mexican food at midnight.
Nice.
Like, what a great city this is. You can't do that shit in Cleveland. You can't because I got Taco Bell the other day. But I was hungry. I didn't really care. But yeah, the fact that I can get real Mexican food, like real awesome Mexican food after midnight was fucking awesome. I'm like, what is this? This is amazing. Anyway.
It's probably one of those kitchens, dude. I'm telling you, like,
it's not. It was a restaurant, Mexican restaurant, but
some I
have the
places
name
do
of it.
That though. They'll like just have a kitchen and fucking
maybe
make food.
Yeah, it's possible. I got a side of pinto beans. It's like that pinto bean soup that I can't get anywhere around here, but I really like. Yeah, I would just eat that. All right, now I'm looking up the name of it because I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, dude, we walked from the Old North Arcade into this just random building that it was stark white, just stark fucking white, smelled of all kinds of different foods being cooked.
Las Gachos Taqueria.
Bless you.
That joke sucks and it's never gotten better. You keep doing that joke and it's you fucking old man, old dad joke. It's not funny and you do it. Write new jokes. Write your own jokes. Write your own jokes.
No,
fucking stop it. Anyway, what do you say? Oh, so can I tell my story now? Or you're still going? I'm sorry.
I wanted to make sure your judgment got out beforehand so I could actually tell the story.
Two joints. I got more Little League softball score, and also it's not Little League. Thank you very much. The teams in that tournament would beat the shit out of the teams in a Little League World Series, and they're the same age. It's different now. Things are different now. Anyway, what I was going to say is Tuesday. Oh yeah, so yeah, we had standing room, and we were there for 10 minutes watching the first band, and Alan's just like, nope, walks away. I'm like, did he leave? What is he doing? And he comes back, and he's like, come here. I'm like, all right. He got us VIP upgrades because he was tired of standing, and you know what? So was I. So it worked out. We got one of those like booths on the end there. Like,
yeah,
I know last time honestly, not as expensive as you think it would be. It was like the same price as our tickets, but like and we got our own server and shit. We got a chairs, and it was fucking sweet. Like, it's worth it. So that was a good move. And yeah, the thing is, I didn't want to stand that whole fucking time. And I mean, I did it when I saw Blackstone Cherry, but and plus we were like in the back, and like, I don't fucking want to stand here the whole time. And it was much more enjoyable in that booth there.
That's why I just chill by the bar, dude.
Well, listen, if there was a seat, it'd be fine. But we didn't have balcony seats. We thought about getting them beforehand, but yeah, the VIP upgrade is the way to go at the House of Blues if you could swing in. Like I said, it's not as bad as you think it would be. I figured it'd be hundreds of dollars, and it wasn't.
I like it.
Yes, but Bowling for Soup was great. They're always a blast. I never have more fun at any shows than I do at Bowling for Soup. Like, we went out with his Alan's cousin who lives up there. Talking about like best concerts, and I'm like, I will never say it's the best concert I ever saw, but I never had more fun than at a Bowling for Soup show. But they're down a guitar player. Chris is not doing great. He's on like bed rest or something. Well, I don't know. They just told him to stay home and not tour right now. I don't know how bad he is. Anyway, but you could tell they were down a guitar player, and it was kind of a bummer. I've heard that before. I have bands that had two guitar players, and then all of a sudden they tour with one, and you can really tell, and it's kind of a bummer. I'm like, can someone just play guitar in the wings so we get the full thump?
Yeah.
Either way, it was still fun. It was great. They played a whole album all the way through.
Nice.
Hangover you don't deserve.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go take something real quick to kind of. I'm starting to get like a sinus thing.
Okay. Ray's dying of the AIDS. Sinus AIDS. I've been shitty about taking all my meds. Like lately, I've just keep forgetting, and I will have a day that I'll skip a day. Like today, I didn't take them today. I forgot. I don't have any meds that are like I'm gonna go insane if I don't take them anymore. Not those, but antidepressants I should be taking every day for them to work. Still don't think they work. I got blood pressure med, I get a cholesterol med. My numbers are okay. When I take them, they're fine. But I take Claritin, and when I don't take Claritin every day, I do have a fucking shitty day. Like, my throat gets fucking dry and do a lot of this. Yeah. My poor cat. My cat's having horrible allergies this summer. Like, so much that he has like one part of his face like went all full raw. It looks like Two-Face from Batman. Like, but apparently it's just sinuses. And he went in yesterday and got a shot. Hopefully that clears up because he does not look good. And I know he's in pain. I know it bothers him, but I don't know. It's happened before. It's happened like once a year for the last 3 years. I think it's 3 years old. But usually we take him in once and then he's fine. But we took him in a couple months ago and it happened again. So just bad allergies this year for the kitty. He'll be fine. He'll make it. What's the score at the Guardians game? I've been watching some Olympics. I watched water polo this morning. That was something. Hey, look, we're winning. Get a sneeze. I'm alive. Watching water polo. Heard a couple days ago that apparently they're hiding a bunch of failed drug tests from the Chinese. Chinese are bearing a bunch of their drug tests or some shit like that. I don't know. Swimmers. Apparently there was a swimmer that popped for something recently, and then the Chinese cleared him because it was a bad hamburger. It was a fake test. It was a bad test. And then he breaks an Olympic record. So look, of course. Coincidence, right? Just a coincidence that he had a bad hamburger and then he breaks an Olympic record. Coincidence. Just a coincidence. Fuck, get your shit right. You know what? I should run WADA. I should. And USADA. Both of them. I should run it. Every day. You got to pee every day. You want to be an athlete? You got to pee every day. I'm going to watch you do Ray, I'm taking over WADA.
Okay.
Because there's the whole thing about, the Chinese, getting guys who tested positive for steroids and being like, oh, no, we cleared him. It was a bad hamburger. And then that same guy just broke a record, an Olympic record. Coincidence, right? What a weird coincidence. Bad hamburger and then breaks an Olympic record. Wow. What a fun coincidence.
Yeah. Welcome to Clown World, everybody. Welcome to Clown World where sports don't mean dick anymore. Yeah.
Cheating bitches. You know what does bother me though, and I'm afraid something similar may happen in flag football when it comes to next Olympics in LA. So when 3-on-3 basketball came into the Olympics, everyone's like, dude, another basketball event for us to dominate. And everyone was thinking, dude, what NBA players are we going to have in our 3-on-3 team? But that never happened, right? The only guys who play 3-on-3 are guys who play 3-on-3 all year round, right? The guys who are on our 3-on-3 team, there's 4 of them, and one of them played in the NBA at one point, and that was Jimmer Fredette, who fizzled out of the NBA. And there's 3 other guys who never played in the NBA, but they're the guys who played 3-on-3 all year round. They're the guys we send to the Olympics, and they're getting their asses kicked. So, and same thing with the women. Like the women's basketball team hasn't lost a game since the 90s. I'm not exaggerating. That's true. But the 3-on-3 team can't beat anybody. So
yeah, because it's not the best.
Bro, what the fuck? It's basketball. It's still our sport. It's still basketball. I think it would take 10 minutes for 3 NBA players to figure out how to play that game well. It's a little different. Speed's different, but it's still basketball. It's still mostly just basketball. And I think it would take 10 minutes for them to figure that out. And the fact that they're not doing it pisses me off.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for track and field to finish out the Olympics.
But what I'm saying is, everyone's saying, "Oh, dude, what NFL players are we gonna have in flag football? We're gonna crush everybody by 100 points. So we're gonna have NFL guys playing flag football."
Rice out there.
That's the same thing we said about basketball. What ended up happening is we just send our guys who have been doing this sport on the world stage anyway. And the truth is, the American national flag football team is the current champions. They did win. The men's, not the women. The women didn't win, but they came in second to Mexico. But the men, as far as I know, are the current world champions in men's flag football. But I'm afraid what's going to happen, and my guess is what's going to happen, is there's not going to be any NFL players on that team. It's going to be all guys who've been playing flag football for a while. And they may win anyway. But I feel like what we want to happen is not what's going to happen. And the same thing happened with 3-on-3 because not one current NBA player is on the 3-on-3 team. So, again, Clark should be playing 3-on-3.
Again, if we have the world champs of flag football and they play all year round and they're fucking just total fucking studs, then we'll be fine.
Well, if we send non-NFL guys, they better fucking win gold. That's what I'm saying. Same thing with 3-on-3. You better fucking win gold. And guess what?
WNFL girls are like an independent, women's league out of Cleveland there.
They just last weekend they had the World Championships of women's professional football in Canton. I didn't know that till after it was over. That actually would have been fun to go to.
Man,
I wouldn't have been able to go anyway.
I would have
And
loved
he-
to have seen the 10 of people that were at that fucking event. Like there had to just the 10.
That would have been a
of
great
people.
thing to take my niece to. I would have loved to take her to that. He's probably
Yeah,
cheap.
I could
Would have
see
been
that.
fun. It would have been a fun time. And
How did we get in here for 50 cents, Uncle Tim?
2 bits.
2
2 bits and a
tickets,
10-cent beer
please.
night. That's why I
Oh,
hope.
God.
That's why I hope we get a women's soccer team in Cleveland, because I hope it's like cheap tickets and cheap beers, and just be like, yeah. I'm like, dude, I'll start singing songs and shit. Yeah, I'll be all for it.
Oh God, I don't see that.
Listen,
playing
if they make the new soccer stadium the cheapest place to drink in the city, they will have great crowds.
probably
crazy
yeah.
crowds, but great fucking Cleveland soccer crowds. That'd be fun, dude. I want. That's what I want. I don't want it to be like going to see the Monsters play, where you spend just as much money as you would going to see the Cavs play. That's horse shit, right? I want it to be like seeing the Rubber Ducks or the Captains play. Speaking of that, Travis Bazzana, the Aussie, we just picked #1 overall, just hit his first home run, a grand slam with the Captains yesterday, I think.
Ooh, I'm going to see them Saturday.
Captains, that's cool.
Yeah.
Are you sitting on toilet?
I have no fucking clue what our seats are.
There's
I
a
know
row.
that they
There's
have
a row of
those.
toilet seats, literal
Yes.
toilets now,
Yes, I know.
and I'm all for it.
I love like minor league baseball.
I love it
gimmicks
too.
like that.
It's great. Minor league baseball's the most fun. It's awesome.
They had
It's
pro
cheap.
wrestling
and it's-
there like 3 weeks ago for a fucking organization I used to do backstage interviews for. I played Mega Championship or Mega Wrestling. Shout out to them. But they're I love it. Some of the stuff I see on their calendar sometimes just I look at them like there's no fucking way they're having a Bruce / Caitlyn Jenner bobblehead night. Like how can you do that?
They didn't do that.
No, they didn't. But you would see that in a minor league baseball thing where you're like,
I got a Sojourner Truth statue.
that's what I'm saying. Like, who?
Dude, Rubber Ducks have the best bobbleheads. They had a Rico Palazza from Leslie Nielsen from Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the umpire one. They had
Yeah.
those. That's where I got that Jake Taylor. That's broken.
Hmm.
They just had a Sean Young bobblehead night.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to go to that.
Had a
game to
Corbin
meet Sean
Burnson,
Young.
Roger Dorn Snow Globe night. Yeah. They've had a lot of great ones. Sojourner
Yeah.
Truth, one of them. What?
Nothing. I know you probably kissed that at night too. Probably.
I do not. No.
Uh,
But she hangs out
Naked Gun
here.
movie was relevant 40 years ago. It's a fucking classic. 2 joints. Like what? What? Come on, dog. I'm definitely going to enjoy seeing the comments again when we go to Streamlabs on the screen. That's going to be fun.
I must have ignored that statement for a minute. But I'm gonna but Alan sent me a picture of his wife. She was out somewhere and she took a picture. He's like, "Do you know who this guy is?" She told me to send you this picture because you know who this guy is. He's like, "Is this some guy who was somebody, or she just taking random pictures with random boomers?" And it was a picture of her and Omar Vizquel. And I said to
Nice.
him, "I'm like, hate to break it to you guys, hate to be the bearer of bad news." I'm like, he apparently fondled some bad boys and beat up his wife a few times, and he'll never be in the Hall of Fame because of it. And he was very close to being in the Hall of Fame. Very close. So I'm like, I don't think I would touch that guy, honestly.
Was it? I think the defamation suit got dropped. I read something that it like got dropped or something, or the sexual harassment stuff.
Okay. All right.
I think that got dropped, but
Okay.
I do remember him hitting
He
his
still
wife.
won't make. Listen, we all know it doesn't matter. It could be 100% fake. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying if it was, it wouldn't matter anymore, right? Look at Trevor Bauer. Tons of pitchers could use him. Tons of teams could use him. A lot of teams needed pitchers, didn't get pitchers, right? A lot of teams more this year than maybe any year, they need him and they won't sign him.
Yeah,
his ERA in the Mexican League is like 2. Right? He's kicking ass.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of his stuff, like his posts for reels and stuff. You guys need to visit Los Angeles, man. Sports. Sports. It's not all Rock a Trump hat, no problem. I feel like I would not. Well, no, I feel like LA maybe, but like
Did she do it
if you go
ironically?
north into like Frisco or Portland, you're asking for your ass beaten if you're wearing
I
that
love
red
that
hat
episode
at
of
all.
Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry David wears a MAGA hat so people leave him alone.
I do. That's funny. That's funny. That is funny. I would do it at this point. Just to, like have everybody. Well, except for my one bartender. I don't want Amanda. I don't want to lose her. But
Hey,
hey,
Pauls, what's up, buddy?
Pauls.
Where are you? Where are you?
Uh,
Working? You're fine.
F the Olympics.
Just because Canada never wins anything, although they may win women's 3x3. They have a pretty good 3x3 team. Women's, yes.
Huh.
I watched that this morning. It was on. I'm like, okay, little 3x3. It is fun. It is fun because it's pretty fast. It's a fun game, but I just don't like that we're not good at it. It pisses me off. Come on, Jimmer, 35-year-old Jimmer Fredette.
When does Sha'Carri Richardson run? All right, that's something I do want to know.
I know the whole town guy swam already. I think Hunter Armstrong. He's from Dover. He won a gold last Olympics.
See that? What's her name? Katie Ledecky or whatever the fuck her name is.
Mm-hmm.
Where she just basically went, I'm gonna go full dolphin and like destroy these bitches.
She does.
It wasn't even a fucking race.
She's been doing that for years.
Still, I've never seen her.
She's the most dominant athlete probably in the world. One of them. Well, her and Biles.
Okay, so it's Friday, Saturday, and then Thursday. And then Thursday, Friday are relays. Okay, that's when she's running the relays. So all those days are the track and field. Good to know.
I'll say this.
I'll tape that.
Well, here's the nominee for Hero of the Week. He won Hero of the Week last year. For not last year, last Olympics for the same thing. Hunter Armstrong from Dover, Ohio. Won a gold in relay, the relay team. Yay. Good. Good T County boy. T County boy making good, winning golds.
It's the Hero of the Week, bitches.
It's not the Hero of the Week.
Oh.
I said he'll be a nominee.
Oh. Okay. Well, I mean, he won a gold medal, so he's technically a hero.
He's a nominee. Hero. He's a nominee.
But what was I gonna say? I was watching women's soccer between, I think it was like Australia, USA, and somebody.
How they doing?
I don't know. They
gold
won,
or bust
though.
for them.
They won 2-1, and I'm watching the game at LVT last night, and all of a sudden, leave it to ESPN, by the way, to ruin sports in general, but also then fucking ruin the fucking score of the game I'm watching. I didn't realize it was on delay. And all of a sudden on the fucking ESPN ticker pops up the fucking score of the women's soccer game.
That happens all the time when it's a replay. Yeah, it happens all the time. Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, they do that.
I didn't know it was a replay.
Well, that's on you, I guess.
I agree, but it does suck. Sucks ass hard. I don't want that. I want titties.
I'm trying to find scores here. Whatever.
Oh, by the way, Pulse, go fuck yourself and your fucking Astros for beating my Pirates yesterday. You pieces of shit.
Jeez.
We're knocking on the door of the fucking wild card. I didn't realize.
Yeah, luckily there's 45 wild card spots. It's too many.
75, dude. Come on.
Too many.
They got to get Shohei Ohtani in there somehow. Okay.
40. Not hard, dude. They're leading their division, the Dodgers. So that made no sense. Astros. Yeah, Astros are in first place in the West. So yeah, calm down. I mean, I told you when Pulse was freaking out. I'm like, dude, don't freak out. They'll be fine. West isn't that strong. They'll be fine. No one listens to me. No one ever listens to me. I said the same thing with the Pirates. I'm like, dude, there's tons of wild card spots. They don't have a bad team.
And we're actually winning. Like, we actually have a winning record right now.
I know. So
This never happens,
dude.
So that's why I'm kind
You
of.
know what? I'll take this. I'll take Guards, Astros, and Pirates. Bro, plot a 3-for-3 in the playoffs. I'll take that.
I'll go to a World Series game if it's fucking Guardians versus the Pirates, and we
I'll
all
go
of
to
a sudden
7 World
catch
Series
something.
games if I can't afford it, but I would try.
I would take time off of work. I would. I'd be like, dude, no offense, my team's in the World Series for the first time in my
Y'all can
lifetime.
fuck off.
Yeah, like, sorry, I have 4 days to kill, and I'm going to at least. 4
I haven't watched a
games.
single game all season, but now it's the most important thing in the world to me
because
because they're
playoff
winning.
time. Baseball is so fucking. It's such a long
perfect.
slog.
No, it's perfect. Baseball's perfect in every way.
I'm not saying it's. I'm not
You're just
saying
not a good
it
enough
should
fan.
change.
You're just
or,
not a good enough fan.
But no, I'm not saying it's changing, but like I care after the All-Star game. Once that happens, then you're like, oh, okay, we're actually doing
It's okay.
stuff.
You don't have to be a
Cool.
real fan. That's fine. You can be a casual fan. That's fine. You're allowed. You're allowed.
Same thing with the NHL. Like I'll
You're allowed.
follow the Penguins. I'll get scores all the time. But like once playoff time hits or we make the playoffs, then I care because then it means something.
You'll be fair weather. That's fine.
Yeah, kind of. But it's one
You're
of those
not-
things where I watch
so
a
you,
game or
just so
four.
you know, you're lesser than say me. You're lesser.
That's
Like as a
fine.
person. Yeah.
I have things that I do.
Okay.
Places I go. Illnesses I catch. It's
People.
it's
you
how it
know.
happens.
Yeah.
Mm.
Guardians are winning right now against the Baltimore Orioles. Very nice.
Boo.
Don't you
They're
boo.
winning. Boo.
Don't you boo. Dude, their best pitcher is just got scratched for Saturday, so now I'm terrified.
Yeah, I
The
don't
last
know.
thing we fucking need is injuries right now. That would be
Sorry,
not
buddy.
good.
We'll
Not good, Bobby.
Did you watch any of the? I watched 2 of the fights, by the way. I did not watch the whole card.
Right, you're supposed to watch the whole card.
I know, but I didn't have time.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have time at all.
Mm-hmm.
Plus I'm thick, so.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't make any sense. No time because I was sick. It means if
Mm-hmm.
you're sick, you should only have time.
No, I gotta work. I got a trip to Vegas. I'm paying.
I had to work, bro, dude. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Where is it? Thought I put it up top.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing works here.
No.
Medications don't work. I hate this place. Nothing works here. The medications don't work.
Fried, big home
I
run.
hate this place.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing works here. The
Oh,
medications
God.
don't work. I hate this place.
Mm-hmm. Wait for it. Here you
You're
go.
goddamn right.
No, still
Did
not
I
it.
delete it? Oh, no, I did not delete that. No fucking way I deleted that.
I believe it.
No way. Oh, no.
No.
Oh no. Oh,
No, I have to work. It's not a bad impression of it. No, I have to work.
God damn it. Did I really get rid? Oh, no. What?
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
Pull off 2 out of 3.
Oh, there it is.
No, I have to work. No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. Yep.
I passed it like 3 times. So,
Of course you
know
did.
what? I'm fine with that. You know who liked that, Tim?
Berto, yeah, I was really kind of hoping that the guards would go after him, but listen, it's they have to operate differently than say the Dodgers, right? They can't. For a small market team to be competitive most years, it's really hard, and there's a real like tightrope you have to walk, especially when you're trying to get people and trying to acquire people during trades. You want to get help for now, but you can't give up your whole future because you can't afford free agents, right? Not big ones at least. So you got to be smart. And what surprised me is they gave up more for a position player than they did for a pitcher. They didn't really give up much at all for Alex Cobb, but they did give up 3 guys, and not any of the top guys. They gave like their number 8 guy, I guess, but I never heard of him. But he was a young guy, young pitcher, and Jose Tena, who's been up and down, and another guy for Lane Thomas. So Lane Thomas is he's a good pickup. He's gonna play a lot of right field, center field for us. I'm gonna take that. And Lane Thomas is a good player from the Washington Nationals. Lane Thomas.
Fuck you, 2 joints. That's what I did.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what Ray did.
I did that shit. I'm the one
No,
to put those in there.
no, my job is to be good on air. That's my job.
Mm.
And AI songs. That's what I do.
Tim was right.
That
Tim
too.
was right. Tim was right.
Was right.
Tim was
Tim
right.
was right.
Tim was right.
Was right. Tim was right. Uh-huh. Ray, don't bullshit me. Tim does everything here. Ha. True. Not true.
What did that say?
That's why it's funny. Because we all know it's not true. That's why it's funny. It's funny because it's not true. No.
It's funny because it's false.
And Alan's cousin took us to a place I never been to in Cleveland, and it have you ever been to Johnny's Little Bar?
No.
Yeah, he says it's like the best kept secret, and apparently, if you haven't heard of it either, apparently it is. It's a tiny ass bar. They have food. They have good food. It's pretty cheap. Well, cheap for today's standards, like like $10 burgers and shit. But yeah, pretty solid place. Not bad. I definitely will go back there. It's tiny, little tiny place, real small.
All right, I dig it. Yeah, the one place, the High Eats building, or the North High Street Kitchen that we were by, kind of a sketchy neighborhood. I felt bad taking Laura into that, but it was once we got there, it was like, oh, okay, we're cool. And I saw
Best kept gay bar. I don't know what are the gay bars in Cleveland. I don't know where the gay bars are.
The Hawk, Bounce closed. Twist.
These are all places where Dwayne Duke has ran mics.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to any of them, but yeah.
I used to. Tim Cornette ran Bounce for a while, and it was weird because fucking people were doing like newer open micers were like going to this show and getting stage time
and doing gay jokes.
all the
Come
time.
on, man, they're people.
It's
Versus
so stupid.
Devin Connor went to a gay bar. I don't know where it was, but he's trying to get a show going. His pitch to him is like, I know gay comics. I can bring gay comics. And the owner's like, you can bring whoever you want. And then they ended up not having shows. And now he looks back at it like, why did I say that? I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't know why you say that. Fucking people, bro. Like,
yeah, you can have anybody you want performing stand-up at a gay bar. It's as long as they're not doing hacky gay jokes or like writing their own.
Why do you think that's okay? Like, it's not.
Because it's not funny. Some gay jokes are hilarious. Don't get me wrong. But like, yeah.
I know what they'll like.
Yeah, but it's not.
Butt sex jokes.
Like, exactly. It's
not
like,
saying that butt sex joke has never been funny. Of course they have been. But not, corny like, what are you guys gonna do? Gonna put in my butt?
I saw the glory hole in the bathroom. It was behind the urinal.
Sorry to disappoint everybody here, but I'm not gay.
But guess what, everybody? I peed in the wrong hole.
Yeah.
Ugh. Terrible. But yeah, those gay bar shows are fun. Those are a lot of fun. We want to get booked on one. There's actually a gay bar down the road from me. It's called, I think, All Aboard. They do midget wrestling there all the time.
Fun.
Yeah. I want to go. I've never been to midget wrestling.
Yeah, my brother's never been to a gay bar, and he would be weirded. I mean, he would go, but like, it'd be weird. Like, number one, why would you take? Like, number one is to go out anyway. But like, even if he did, he'd be like, "Why are we going to the gay bar?" But I told him, like, dude, listen, every drink I've had at a gay bar has just been the liquor.
Yeah.
Like, have a rum and Coke, sure. Like, you forgot to put Coke in this. Like, we put Coke in it. I'm like, sure. Well, I went to a bar,
allowed, but not chits.
I went to a bar in Columbus with my buddy that I had the strongest Jim Beam and Diet Coke I've ever had. I think it was all Jim Beam, to be honest with you. I mean, this is coming from someone who makes their own, right? So it's way stronger than the ones I make for myself. So, yeah, I was drinking. I'm like, is there any Diet Coke in this?
I heard this story from a bartender it was Twist, actually. I was wearing like a Hawaiian shirt, and this was also like peak Boogaloo Boy time. Like, people were hating on the Boogaloo Boys. Still are, but like,
Yes, they were.
yeah, whatever. It's not my fucking circus, not my fucking monkeys. I'm not going anywhere near that shit. But I forgot my wallet in my car, and I like kind of like gave a look around as like I'm annoyed the fact that I left my wallet in the fucking car. And apparently like a woman got offended by the fact that I walked out in like anger, and it was just anger at myself.
She thought you just figured out it was a gay bar and you left.
Yeah. Yeah. It was one of
It's
the God damn it.
every
I
time.
got twicked again.
Again. Right.
Aw. Or like
You let them
wait,
have their own bars now?
that would have been hilarious if I said that, actually.
Okay, that would have been funny.
But I am, but I was. at
So
the
he had to
time,
explain
but-
to the bartender that you just forgot your.
Yeah, I
or
went
the
out and
woman
got
at
my
the bartender
wallet.
had to
Like I
explain
forgot my
it.
wallet. And I think
That's
I
funny.
ordered a drink too. Like I ordered a beer or something like that, and fucking was like, God damn it, and fucking walked out and went to my car, which was parked. And the bartender was like, yeah, this woman got like really mad at you for like leaving. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm sorry.
That sounds like that woman would be a Karen no matter who she liked to have sex
Yeah,
with.
that's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
love telling that story because it like
That's
the
funny.
fact that person even got offended by like
I don't remember
I didn't even
leaving
say
it.
anything, no slurs, nothing. It was just, oh god damn it, and fucking walked out.
He came back. You came back.
Yeah, I came back but
With
she
money.
she got mad though. Like that was funny.
Although I'm not gonna lie, you do look like a guy who would have been like,
Yeah.
"What?"
No, yeah,
No
I look
one
like I
said,
refer to
"This
gays
wasn't
as
on the
those
door."
People,
Right.
really.
This
If you,
It should be signs on the door.
yeah, make it clear on the door. Put a dick there. I don't care what you do.
Just
Make a
make
butt.
sure us normies don't go in there by accident. Yeah.
Yeah, how dare you make a good Christian boy be around all of this color? I don't like this. Only grays and light browns.
It's true. And a thin blue line.
Yeah, that story still like it, I want to tell that story, but I like want to put the fact that like now from her perspective, I look like this.
There's something there, but you definitely gotta do writing around that. It's not good enough on its own. You gotta do a lot of writing.
But yeah, those fucking shows were outrageous at times. You seen the Olympic? We talked about it. Gojira saved it. It's fine. Whatever.
You know what?
I don't
Let's
care
finish here
about
in the week
Jesus
here.
and who's offended.
Let's finish here in the week while we're. You and Ray, you don't know who Tim is gonna pick this week in Sicko or a Blue Hoe. I guess you'll have to wait and see who is Tim's hero of the week. A couple of people who I gave hero of the week to last Olympics won gold medals, including Hunter Armstrong and Lee Kiefer, who I believe is also from Cleveland. I could be wrong. She's a fencer. She won another gold.
Nice.
She was the first woman to win gold in that event in Tokyo, and then she won it again. So good for her. But it's another. I gotta read the thing here.
I, as a Christian, find everything offensive.
So the sorry, I'm looking at something. I'm looking at something else. Okay. So that big tournament my niece went down to, they had separate competitions. They had one competition called the most valuable team competition, and everybody like sent in all these resumes to win this award. It's basically it was of all the 108 teams, there was one winner of this award, and it wasn't based on playing, it was based on academics and community service and shit like that. But anyway, they picked my niece's team. They won this award out of 100. 8. Yeah, I read the thing here on the Big Town Sports thing. New Philly Lady Quakers 12U recently competed in the Fast Pitch Showdown North American All-Sanctioned World Series, July 25th through 28th, where they selected out of 110 competing 12U teams, was 108, but as the most valuable team. The MVP award is awarded to one team per age group based on academic success and civic involvement. These girls volunteered at a soup kitchen, participated in blessings in a backpack, worked hard in the classroom, and have numerous extracurricular activities such as Student Council and National Honor Society, to name a few, that allowed him to achieve this award. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That they got that, because they do. I mean, they do stuff, and because one of the reasons they do that is because they, like, unlike a lot of the teams there, are a town team. They all go to the same school district. They're all from New Philly. That's not what happens with all these other teams. All these other teams are like that team they got crushed by, West Virginia team. Probably every one of those girls goes to a different school. Probably. So it's hard for them to compete with some of those teams. But the fact that they came out second out of their group, and they did pretty good playing wise. But anyway, that's a nomination. They get a nomination. But this was week's Hero of the Week, and we've mentioned it a couple times already, but I got to give it to Gojera. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's amazing. I mean, there's a lot of garbage that's in those ceremonies, and I like Lady Gaga and I like Celine Dion, but the fact that they just kind of came out of nowhere, and if you watch the thing, the camera work was great. The whole thing they had set up, just out of nowhere, you just like a hard cut to Marie Antoinette and this like mouth moving with the headless, and it was terrifying, but it was cool. And then all of a sudden, this hard metal and flames, and they're fucking on this prison castle, and there's a woman in a boat with fucking singing opera. It's fucking awesome.
What was the
so Gojira, for that reason, is this week's Hero of the Week, and this is a big week for here. There's a lot of good stuff going on with the Olympics, but I love that, and I give it up for everybody involved with that opening ceremony. They didn't hit it on all levels, according to everybody, but Gojira getting a metal band. You need more metal and mainstream shit. That's why we need a metal act for the Super Bowl. All right, I've been pushing that for a long time. Everyone has. Who hasn't? I think there's only a couple metal bands that would work, and one of them is Metallica, and that might be it, honestly. But
probably it'll be Metallica. Like in LA, they'll be.
Well, I'm trying to be realistic, right? You can't be like, dude, how about Gojira or some underground metal that no one knows.
Takes
it's not gonna
care
happen.
of himself at least now. Like he's buffed out. Like he's probably on T. He's going nuts.
Metal band. I mean, Metallica is as close as you can get to a mainstream metal band, right? They're basically a pop band that plays metal as far as their not only by their song, but it's the fact of their popularity. Like everybody fucking knows who Metallica is.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's the best way you could do it. However, the reason they would never play at a Super Bowl is because as soon as they announce it, Twitter is going to go digging into their past and find some stuff they don't like. There's definitely some stuff about Metallica back in the day. They used to say some stuff that was a little iffy, to be kind. A little racist.
Do you think the metal community will stand for that?
Metallica? I don't know if they get behind Metallica.
Metallica is one of the greatest bands of all time.
I don't know, but I feel like they're probably out because of that. I'm trying to think what realistic metal or hard rock bands could ever play the Super Bowl. The Chili Peppers had a thing one time. They had like a little appearance one time. I don't know. I really don't know who's big. Oh, Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters could pull it off. They're well known enough, and that might be it, dude. I think if you're talking about a hard rock band or a metal band, Foo Fighters isn't a metal band, but they're a hard rock band. But that could play the Super Bowl halftime and make sense if they're ever going to go that route. I think Foo Fighters are about the only shot. Maybe Green Day, but they're a pop. But I'm just saying it's a rock band in general who isn't a pop rock band like Maroon 5 or somebody. But I feel like Foo Fighters is about the only shot. Or Creed. Creed's coming. I don't know. Creed's pretty hot right now, Ray. If they're ever going to do it, this would be the time.
Creed would be nice.
Everybody remembers that Creed 2001 Thanksgiving, the most important Thanksgiving halftime show in the history of Thanksgiving Day halftime shows, because we just had a giant terrorist attack. And who do you get to do that? You get America's band to do that. And you got Creed, and they were amazing. Everyone remembers.
The Thanksgiving Day shit, fucking spectacular they put on. Hi, Peeping Tom. Good to see you.
Well, they're hot for Creed, two joints. They're selling out. They're selling out shows. All right.
They are. It's wild to see that like Creed is selling out in 2024.
I love it.
It's
awesome.
awesome. Yeah,
It is
don't get
awesome.
me wrong, but it's
Dude, I'd fucking take Nickelback in the Super Bowl. I'd take that over a lot of shit. I'd take it. That's all.
Did you
If that's the
see-
best we can do, I'm fine with it.
Did you see the Nickelback video that they made for Ryan Reynolds for Deadpool?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think I saw that it existed, but I ignored it on purpose.
No, it's actually pretty fucking funny. Hold on. Nickelback.
Oh wait, yeah, I did see it because it's like it's just something about them being hated, and then maybe I saw parts of it. I don't know if I saw
You
the
need
whole
to
thing.
see the whole fucking
I
thing.
don't want to though. I'm telling you right now, I don't want to.
It's hilarious.
I have
I'm
spoken.
telling you. And I love the thumbnail on the video. It's Chad Kroger just giving a shit-eating fucking grin on his face.
How about Baby Metal Super Bowl? How about that?
That would be epic if it was in Japan. Probably during the
It'd be
international
great.
expansion.
It'd be great here in New Orleans. The next Super Bowl, just freak everybody out. Like, what the fuck is this?
Hold on. There we are. Here it is. It's loading. Hold on.
Celebration without the most Canadian surprise ever.
Shania Twain. Shania Super Bowl.
Ryan, we connected with someone very important.
Oh,
From
you
your
want my mic?
past.
You want my mic? Oh, is it from my past? Actually, you know,
Yeah,
you stick
from
with
your
my mic.
past.
I think that's fine.
Someone that you had a real impact on.
Okay.
And let's just say they wanted to return the favor. Check it out.
The thing is so itchy.
Seriously, can you guys breathe in this thing? Can you guys just chill out?
Told you guys you should have went with Wolverine. Seriously, Chad, I can't breathe in this thing.
Great. Just great. You blew my cover. Might as well take this off. Oh, hi there. I'm Chad Kruger. We're Nickelback, experts in navigating irrational hate in the face of tremendous success. And we have an important preemptive message. We weren't even thinking of criticizing the film Deadpool and Wolverine or Ryan Reynolds. Here's the facts. The first two Deadpool movies have grossed over $1.5 billion at the box office, making it one of the most successful series in the genre, period. 2 Critics' Choice Awards,
4 MTV Movie Awards.
1
GLAAD Award, 1 People's Choice Award, 2 Teen Choice Awards,
Including Best Hissy Fit.
2 Golden Globe nominations, and we were talking about Deadpool getting an Oscar. It didn't happen, but people were talking about it. And as for Mr. Ryan Reynolds, well, just look at this photograph. That is a beautiful Canadian man right there. So yeah, let's fucking go!
That is fucking awesome.
Okay.
Dang, Tim.
But has Nickelback ever played the Grey Cup? I don't know. Actually, if they have,
Have
or not.
they?
Probably have. I don't know. I know Theory of a
I
Dead
think
Man.
they've
has.
probably done it more than once.
Theory of a Dead Man has. I
Uh,
learned that recently, which just made me laugh pretty hard.
Nickelback.
Green Day put it. Guess who's playing the Grey Cup this year?
Who?
I'm asking you to guess.
And they have. 2011.
Okay, of course they have.
They played Animals, When We Stand Together, and Burn It to the Ground. That
They were
was
talking
the
about
set list.
were they talking about the country when they were singing "Burn It to the Ground"?
under Little Castro, sure, but you know that's neither here nor there. Policy
Anyway,
there.
next Grey Cup halftime show, Jonas Brothers.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
Why?
They had
Why,
Green
Tim?
Day recently too. I remember Shania Twain playing it, and it was like just snowing like crazy.
I could see that. I could definitely see that.
Anyway, but I'm more excited for who plays the Grey Cup than who plays the Super Bowl. They haven't been booking that for me for a long time.
Oh god, she's sending me jerseys. Oh god. Ooh, that's actually kind of a cool one. It's $60. A Beetlejuice jersey. Fuck yeah.
Why don't you ever buy like a nice sweater or something? You know, you buy fucking.
This is a request from the girlfriend. Shoosh.
Just saying.
I'd wear it too.
One of these days, you'll start dressing like an adult. You think?
No.
But, yeah.
Ever. The most adult thing I put on is my work uniform. That's it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I need comfort in my life. I don't wear pajama bottoms, but I'm almost there.
Two joints. What are you giving me shit for? I was just telling you who is playing the Grey Cup this year. Do you think I'm making that up? No, Jonas Brothers is already booked to play the Grey Cup. I think you thought I was making that up.
Oh, God damn it! I'm becoming you, Tim. Why is this? Why? What's happening to me?
You're getting awesome. Apparently, you're evolving as a human.
Mold cleaned.
What?
Did you get that black mold cleaned?
It's been a dehumidifier. It fills up like every day.
No, man, you were loving the Olympics opening mess.
Yeah.
I mean, again, yeah, it's Gojira saved
Gojira's
the
awesome.
whole thing. If it wasn't for Gojira, I might have a problem with the fucking blue weird shit. Not like,
I don't care.
But it's more of a conscientious objector view than
It's
it
like
would be anything.
People realize that not everything's gonna be for them. Like,
I mean, it's the
some
Olympics.
people
It's
actually
kinda
like
supposed
it,
to be for
so
everybody.
it doesn't matter if you listen to it. Did they like Celine Dion?
The Gaga.
Lady Gaga. Man, I was excited to see Joker. I have no interest in seeing the second Joker. I mean, I will, but I'm not excited for it.
Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be a logical conclusion to any of like the Joker movies that are made. Like,
well, this doesn't even seem like a comic book movie. I mean, it doesn't even connect to the other comic, not really at all.
But they're trying to like make a Bruce Wayne out of it, I guess, or something. I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's like an Elseworld verse kind of thing. Marvel or DC used to do. I'm excited they wrapped Superman, by the way.
Yeah, they were done.
Yeah, they I'm excited for that movie to come out in what 2024, like 5 or something like that. It's gonna be
not
next
2024.
year,
Yeah, next year maybe.
What? Okay, I have to ask you this since we're on the subject of superheroes. San Diego Comic-Con recently happened.
Don't care.
Really?
Well, listen, I don't love it, but I'm sure it will be good. Like, I don't love the idea, but I'm sure it will be fine. So I'm not mad about it. I was just like, not the way I would have went, but all right, whatever. Well, I've said this before. I never wanted him to come back because I felt like it took away from, and I think it will. It takes away from a movie that we already saw, Endgame. But I said this before on the show that I was hoping that they didn't bring him back because I don't want to dilute anything. But this way is a little different, and it's better than the other way. But I still don't like it. But I'm sure I'll still watch it. It'll probably be good because he's a great actor. But the idea of it, I'm just like, whatever. I'm not mad or anything, but I'm just like, whatever. It will probably be good.
If you look at where they're at, and they just lost their big bad that really nobody is giving a fuck about, which is sad because it's a great character, Kang the Conqueror. Like, I love that character. But
well, that's what you get for hiring sexual predators.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not. Again, if everything would have been there, it would have been fine. But it wasn't.
Should have hired Juicy Smollett.
But yeah, at least he would have gotten Subway, and he tried. But the thing about this is it makes way more sense than anything else right now when it comes to building the universe, how they're doing this, where they're setting things up. They're already getting ready for to end the MCU. It's gonna be a Secret Wars, which if you've never read the comic book series, it's actually a pretty awesome series.
They're not gonna end it completely. It makes too much money.
Well, no. Here's the thing: what they're gonna do after this is
spin off every direction.
The mutants.
Man, I mean, I just watched one of the best Marvel movies I saw in a while, and I'm still kind of done with it.
Well,
and
yeah,
I
but-
enjoyed the Deadpool Wolverine movie, and still overall, I'm like, these things are just. I watch them all, but I'm just like, I think the only thing I didn't catch up on was Echo. I never finished it. I tried. I have ADD. I couldn't get through it. I'm not saying it was
Yeah.
bad. It's just I just couldn't my attention.
To set up for Secret Wars the way they're doing is perfect because it's going to be, I think, the Hickman run of Secret Wars, which was God Emperor Doom. So to have Robert Downey Jr. sitting on a throne of light with the Invisible Woman next to him is going to be, or like a version of Pepper Potts next to him or something like that. It's going to be fucking fire.
Every time they brought Dr. Doom into these movies, it's been shitty.
Well, yeah, but I think this time they have the writers, they have the people that understand.
Well, that's feel like the only way to make this good is to take the most beloved actor ever in the series and put it back in there.
Well, I mean, yeah, because it's
the only way we're gonna make this work because it hasn't worked 3 times at least.
Because it's the multiverse. I mean, you can.
I know,
have
and
these
I fucking hate the multiverse. It's
really.
I'm done with it. I'm way done with it.
I'm
way
so
fucking
excited
done.
to see.
There's
the
a million
X-Men
versions of everybody. So you think someone's dead? They're not really dead because there's a billion versions of them.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I'm sorry you don't like fun.
It was okay for a minute, but now it's gotten ridiculous. It's too much.
Well, they're gonna end the multiverse in Secret Wars. That's what Battle World is. It is.
Well, hurry up and end it.
2025, kid. We're gonna get the. I want to see what
should have been done 2 years ago.
Fantastic Four too. I want to see what they do
after
with
Doctor Strange. Should have shut it up.
No.
Yep.
No, because they're also
garbage. Loki season 2 was garbage.
No,
all this TVA bullshit in this new movie.
What?
It's fine, but it's not the reason I liked it.
Excuse me? What did you just say about Loki season 2?
Ray, I've said this multiple times. This isn't a new thing, so I'm not going to explain it again because I've already done it 5 times here.
How dare you?
I already told you I didn't like it very much. I liked the first season, didn't like the second season.
It's fucking great.
I disagree, and we've already talked about this. You're acting like I've never said this before. We've said it a lot.
I know, but I love it.
It's fine. You're allowed to. You're allowed to be wrong.
Yes, it's my God-given right as a human
and
being.
You exercise it more than anyone I know.
It's my First Amendment, baby. I love it.
It's
the greatest. As long as I don't yell, fire in a crowded building. I'm
Juice
good.
joints are Canadians allowed to be wrong or not anymore?
No, they're not.
No.
Well,
look at Jordan
sorry.
Peterson. He gets in trouble all the time.
Well, I mean, he's very good at what he does, though. It's an amazing thing.
It's just Marvin the Martian from fucking.
Where is my Immunium Pew 36 exploding space modulator?
Hi, Tim. I'm right, piece of shit. You don't have my life experience. Wow, it went ham.
Wow, I would just go with like a Canadian joke. That's all.
Yeah, we were talking about the country. Oh, not just you.
Yeah, I'm just.
We love you.
It was a Canada joke. That's all.
Blame them all in Canada. We know that.
Sure.
Oh fuck. Dying, Tim.
I'm just not in the mood to talk about it, but I have a whole thing about just not in the mood to talk about Dana White because he pissed me off, and I just.
What's he saying that you don't like?
He's been bitching about guys not throwing from the hip and getting knocked out. Guys trying to, win a fight and be able to win another fight, and he gets pissed off about that because he wants guys to fucking swing from the hip and knock each other out every 5 seconds. I mean, I get that, but when you have a guy who's undefeated, you're like, well, you're not fucking trying to fight every fight like it's your last. So you're trying to be smart and have a career instead of just trying to make one big bald guy happy.
Yeah, it's for
and then he cuts him.
He is Caesar.
Dude, winning is entertaining. Whatever, man. I don't get. Not often do I get bored by fights when someone wins and someone wins in a dominant fashion, even if they lay in prayer because they're dominating. But I understand other people are like that, but not me. So I never get it. And the fact that he's like, "Oh, I'm never paying anyone $100,000 for a bonus again." I'm like, whatever, man. You should, whatever, brother.
Hey, man.
Also, did the matchups on that card weren't matchups that were going to have fireworks? Like look at the matchups. You knew that wasn't going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone that is a semi-serious fan of the sport knew that. So what are you fucking blaming? Blame yourself for the matchups, bro. Don't blame fucking them for trying to have careers. Anyway, that's all I'm saying.
I didn't also like the fact that fucking like blame.
Although good for Belal, good for him. I didn't think he's gonna win. Good for him.
Yeah,
good for
called
Aspinall
it.
too.
I called
No,
it.
you called knockout. Is what you called. You
I
called
did,
it
but I
like
called it winning.
you called knockout in a way that him winning doesn't count as you being right. Because you called him winning by knockout so confidently that him winning by decision does not count as a win for you.
Don't.
No, we can check tape, dude. You would even be like, yeah, okay, I wasn't right. Yeah.
Don't hate on my mind, Tim. Only hate on the fact I'm always right. I'm always.
You were not right.
I'm always right.
Said.
I'm always right. I'm
Not right.
always right. Always right. Always right. Never wrong. Never wrong. Never wrong. Yeah. Aspinall, I don't think could ever do that to Stipe. By the way, the knockout,
Well, he might when he's 48 years old, which is how old he's going to be when they fight each other.
I don't think that's Stipe won't fight Aspinall. Like,
They're not
the
gonna-
age is too there. He has to
they're
be
not
world champion for it to happen.
Oh, he's still not going to fight. I would be very, 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 very surprised if John Jones and Stipe, either of them fought again after they fight each other.
Yeah,
Both
no,
of them.
it's
and
over
more
for
likely
both.
for Jones, but I don't think either of them are going to fight again.
This is for a higher status than just the heavyweight championship. Both guys are.
And although Dana White guaranteed they will, however, he's saying I doubt he even talked to him. He's just saying that so people don't, act like it's their last fight, and he doesn't fucking know. It's just what he wants to happen.
Yeah,
his ass again.
Yeah, well,
Smooth
that's
for
what
him.
he does. He's a promoter. He's a carny, dude. Like it's.
Dude, he is absolutely a card.
He's one of the, and I know carnies. I've been around pro wrestling my whole fucking life. Like.
No,
I've
listen, I
learned.
understand what he's doing, but I don't think it's definitely not fair to his employees a lot of the times. And by
True.
employees, I'm talking about his fighters. I know he has other employees, but I'm talking about the fighters specifically.
Are there any women on this upcoming show, by the way?
Well, this is in Abu Dhabi. This is not in Saudi Arabia. We have gone through this before where you get the confused. I understand that. But this is Abu Dhabi.
I'm not clear
It's
on
not
the
the same.
exact.
It's not the
Oh,
same.
okay, yeah, Mackenzie Dern versus
Yeah,
Lupita
Abu Dhabi,
going-
not
yeah.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Completely different countries, two completely different everything you're thinking of.
Yeah,
You're allowed to drink alcohol in Abu Dhabi and the Emirates. Women are allowed to do shit there. This isn't Saudi Arabia.
They don't have to cover up, hopefully.
And they may do it, but I don't know if it's not law. I don't know. I shouldn't say it. I pretend like I know because I don't. This is the card that Diaz is supposed to fight on. That's not happening. I mean, all of a sudden our co-main event is Owen Jacek and Magomedov. Man, look at these names. Whew.
Yeah, I know.
Putin, Makamarov, and Mikhail Jacek.
I love the
And
fact
Vera
that
Figueiredo will be really good. Ferguson, Chiesa won't be very good, but it will be something. Dern's Godita will be good. Who else we got? Oh, we got a heavyweight fight. We got Mays and got Gazenzil. How do you say his name?
Which
Yeah,
one?
Gaziv. Shimi Gaziv.
Oh, yeah. That's gonna be a fucking.
Jay
war,
Herbert's
dude.
fighting. Yeah, this will be good.
Be a good fucking good little throwdown here.
Menafield's fighting.
Just don't have Molly McCann anywhere near anything. She just got the fuck beat out of her too.
Yeah, she did lose.
Handily. She got hurt a couple times to the body with body blows.
Yeah, she was a big favorite too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they want those people to win. That's why, dude, I heard someone, who did I hear say this? Like, oh, we finally know Patty Pimblett's for real. I'm like, no, we don't. From Bobby Green, from submitting Bobby Green, you think he's for real? No. Eventually, they're gonna have to give him somebody to fight. Eventually, And I knew I said it before. I said that before, and it's not Bobby Green. And it didn't surprise me at all that he beat Bobby Green. He was supposed to be Bobby Green, and he did. Maybe they'll give him somebody to fight. I know they want him to be a star, so they're waiting on that as long as I possibly have to. And because Bobby Green had a win recently, they're like, oh, look, we're giving him somebody to fight. But people who watch are not dumb enough to think that's what was happening. We're well aware they've given him guys to fight, especially after that win over Jared Gordon, right? They don't want to fuck them have that shit again. So hopefully the next time they give him somebody to fight. But we're not dumb enough to think that Bobby Green was going to be that guy. I like Bobby Green, but he's getting old, and he wasn't. Stylistically, it was not a good matchup for Bobby Green, and he fought them.
Yeah. Well, he was trying to take out the fucking golden goose, and
didn't work.
Nope.
He's better than you, Bobby. I'm sorry, and he's not even that good.
I think he's a fucking almost world class, dude. Like,
right, he hasn't fought anybody even close to world class, so we don't know until he does. And hopefully, the next fight he does. Give him a top 15, see what happens. And if he beats those guys, then I'll shut up. But I'm not going to until he does.
All right. Well, we shall.
Listen, I want him to be good. I just don't think he is.
You never know. I give Patty the benefit of the doubt.
There's a bunch of guys in that division that would beat the living piss out of him.
Maybe.
I'd say 10 guys. Yeah, the top 10 would run through him.
Okay, we shall see. Once he gets through the top 15, I think he'll be fine.
And the UFC believes that because that's why they haven't given him anybody yet. Right. Now, Bo Nickel's going to start getting tough guys because they believe Bo Nickel beat those guys. What's the difference?
Yeah, I can't wait for that to be just exposed.
It's going to take a while. It would take top 5 right now. Today, it would take a top 5. And I think he beats a lot of those guys.
Nah, he's
very, very, very good. Very, 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 very good. Very, 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 very good.
You know what made me happy, by the way, this past week for the UFC news?
Quinlan?
Yes! Fuck Josh Quinlan. Should have never got the fucking contract. When you piss hot and Dana still goes, fuck. Like, you're a fucking dick, dude.
Listen, that pissed me out. That had made the whole company go down 2-3 notches. I mean, look, I still like the product, but I was very pissed about that when that happened. Not just because Logan Urban, who's a local guy, has been on the show. Not just because it was him, because it was did to anybody. I mean, it made it worse. But I mean, you piss hot in your Contender Series fight and you still get the contract.
Yeah.
What the fuck message are we sending? A fucking terrible one that we don't give a fuck. We pretend we want the sport clean, but we'll still sign you, even though we knew you cheated in your fight to get in the door. I think you. So luckily they cut that dude. I mean, they didn't cut him because of that. They cut him because he wasn't winning. But fuck that guy.
I posted in Addicted to the UFC, one of the Facebook groups I'm a part of, like why those people were like thing. There's a few of them where I'm like, they're far enough away. Like a couple of them are Russia, where you're like, travel expenses. We only run like Abu Dhabi fucking twice a year kind of thing, or Riyadh, and that's cheaper. But we'll cut you just because of that. But when I had the Quinlan one, I immediately was like, "Fook that guy! Fuck it. He's a piece of shit. He pissed hot. He shouldn't have got the contract." That was the one thing, like long, like thing that I put in that list. The other ones were all 3 and they 3 for 4, and
a lot of the
like.
Other Russians, they're only marketable because they win. So the ones that don't always win, they cut. And apparently they cut even the ones who do win sometimes, like this, whatever his name, the guy this cut.
PFL is gonna get a star then in 150.
Good, and I hope he beats the fuck out of everybody to the point everyone's like, I don't think UFC is the best guy in the weight class anymore. I hope that happens. I do. I really do.
Yeah, make it happen. I like it.
Do you? Do you like it?
I do. I like.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm not feeling great. No, you're not feeling great. So we can probably be done pretty soon.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm
fucking.
No
one's here. I inadvertently pissed off T-Joints. I wasn't trying, buddy. I promise you, I wasn't trying to piss you off. That wasn't my intention.
No, it's fine. I don't trust the tickers on these fucking things anyway. At this point, because we'll get a lot more people fucking after the fact, and you're like, oh, okay.
Hold on, let me try to think. I know there was more shit I wanted to talk about this week because a lot of shit happened. Pretty much. I mean, the trade deadline I mentioned, and then the fights, and then Columbus, and so when last week when Pulse told us about Korean corn dogs, I'm like, there has to be a Korean corn dog place in Columbus. There's not in Cleveland. Of course there's not. But there is in
Yeah.
Columbus. I found one, and I was all weekend I was talking about it. And I'm like, I gotta fucking get there. But I didn't get there, and then Sunday came around and they weren't open when I left. So I'm like, fuck. I really wanted to go. So hopefully next time I don't know what the next time I'm going down there is, but I'm gonna try because it didn't open until noon, and
Yeah.
my niece was done at 10 on Sunday, and I'm like, I'm gonna wait around for that.
Uh,
Well, the younger niece played too. Actually, her team, New Philly sent 3 teams. The only one that had won 80 games was my niece's, the older niece's team. The younger niece played in the 8U team, and they got their asses kicked. Coach pitch, and dude, there was a coach pitch team for one of the teams they played was wearing like a chest protector and a mask because this kids were crushing the ball.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't even know where they sent them to that tournament. They had no shot.
Why not? It was just,
And they have a modified kid pitch, like to let a kid try to pitch, but they can't get him a strike. Their coach comes in and gives and pitches to him. It's weird. But anyway, because of that, my younger niece, that's the one who just turned 7, got hit by a pitch for the first time.
What'd she do?
Ran to first base. She's a Danko. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. All right.
Rub some dirt on it. Fucking
Hey,
called the pitcher a bitch, and you know.
I like it. No, I was hoping she would just go to the base. I wasn't hoping for. I was also kind of hoping for a tantrum too.
Apparently she like kind of stood there for a second. This never happened to her before, so she was shocked a little bit.
Yeah.
But then, like, once she realized, she has to go to first, then she like figured it out. You know?
Nice.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Man, the older ones been hit a bunch. I feel bad, but they're fine. They're fine. Everything's fine. You're starting fall ball soon, I think. I don't even know if the younger one's playing now because they just had tryouts and they didn't have enough kids for the tryouts. So yeah. And the older one of the girls on the team left the team to go to a different travel team. The coach isn't real happy about that. So, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is. So
it is a bummer.
Plata.
Yes, we are what we are, and it's what we are is perfect in every way.
Greatest fucking show
Perfect.
on the
Also,
planet.
Ray's here too.
Yeah, well, yeah. Tim is is perfection personified.
That's true.
So
very much so.
We will see you guys Tuesday after the Saudi Arabia fights.
Well, I'm taking my niece to the game Monday too. That'd be fun.
Nice.
Guardians game.
Nice.
Playing Arizona. I've never seen them play Arizona. National League champions, reigning National League champion Arizona Diamondbacks. So.
Yeah, they're. I saw them play a lot actually.
It makes more sense since the whole National League thing.
I've seen Craig Counsell play for them and the Brewers I think in the same season. Where he just gets traded from one team to the other. And
Counsell had like the fucking wackiest batting stance I ever saw. I can't.
One of the greatest. Oh my God! You want to get me fucking like my baseball brain hard? You show me a fucking
silhouette of Craig Counsell.
Just fucking up there.
I don't know how he could hit out of that, but he did.
I used to joke around when we played wiffle ball at my house, and fucking I'd have the Craig Counsell stance, and I'd try and like swing it and fucking get it to where he got it, and I'm like, I could never do that.
Yeah, I don't know how he was ever able to hit with that. It was so weird.
It was greatest.
But whatever works, man. No, the greatest was probably Cal Ripken's like 45 stances. I love that. Like no one ever changed their stance very much, but Cal Ripken Jr., Hall of Famer, changed it every year.
Hey,
and like a lot, not just a little. Like he changed it a lot.
Yeah, that's hilarious, actually.
Yeah, he's the only one I know who like would change it a lot, and like everybody would be like, okay, well he's doing something a little different. He used to be open, now he's closed. You know, maybe this elbow's a little up. No, Cal Ripken Jr. had a lot of completely different stances, and it was weird that he's the only guy I've ever seen who changed it that much. Anyway,
all right, I'm gonna go.
Also, I was always a Kevin Youkilis fan as far as the batting stance goes.
Youkilis had a good one, yeah.
He had that weird thing he did on his bat with the down to, and my favorite stat is he never swung at a 3-0 pitch ever, and every single time he had a 3-0 pitch, he drew a walk eventually. every time. It wasn't always the fourth pitch, but he always drew a walk every single his bat in his entire career. He had a 3-0 count, which is insane.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Damn.
that's crazy.
All right, boys and girls, we'll see you Tuesday.
Hold on, one more thing I want to talk about because I forgot about. If anyone isn't watching the Charlie Hustle documentary, the Pete Rose documentary, you watched that? It's on HBO.
I've not yet.
It's about him trying to get in the Hall of Fame, and a lot of stuff's coming out that I didn't know about Pete Rose, and I'm like, oh shit, he's never gonna get in the Hall of Fame. I'm like, ah, man, it's worse than I thought. Yeah, it's bad. It's not good. I'm pro Pete Rose. I want him to be in the Hall of Fame, but you hear some of this stuff, and I'm like, fuck, he's never getting in. And I think he's still doing a lot of lying.
Probably.
I mean, it took him decades to admit that he bet on baseball, and he still says he's never bet on his team to lose. And I mean, I want to believe that pretty hard that he never did. But there's a lot of other stuff that's coming out. Like people were saying, Pete gave me money for a drug deal so he could pay gambling debts, and Pete's like, that never happened. But then there's other stuff. Pete's like, I've never been to Gold's Gym in my life, and there's like an interview him talking about going to Gold's Gym and shit. I understand he's 80 some years old, so he'll forget some shit.
Yeah.
So some of it is like an 80-year-old guy forgetting shit. Okay. But some of it's straight up lies. And I don't think he's the most truthful person. And there's other stuff that it was legal at the time, but he had a 16-year-old girlfriend in the 70s when he was like 29. Yeah. And Ohio law at the time, it actually wasn't illegal, but it's still shady.
That's
right?
the gap.
Still, it's not great.
Beginning of the gap, like really widening, where you're like, no,
right. When you hear stuff like that, and you're like, gosh darn it.
I don't care
and like
if she looks 18.
They let him come back for a Phillies reunion for the World Series team, and a reporter asked him about something that alleged statutory thing. I don't know if it was that or something else in the 70s, and he goes, "It's 50 years ago, babe." That's what it was. That was his answer to the question. Yeah, he's not helping his own cause too much, man. And this whole documentary is like about him trying to get it. And again, I'm on his side. I haven't watched the whole thing. I am on his side because he was one of the best base hit people. Well, he had more hits than anybody. The dude hit until he was 45. And so he was great as far as base hits go. No one could do it like he could, and he played harder than almost anybody. He was great, but not a perfect baseball player. Great human being, not so much. And you want to give him the benefit of the doubt because he's so old now. But it's rough. And some of this stuff's kind of rough.
There's video evidence of it, so it'll live for pretty much ever.
I still want him to get in, and I want him to get in before he dies. I don't want him to be like, well, he's dead. Let's put him in. No, fucking let him see it, man. Let him see. Let the man see it, man. He'll die any day now. He's in his mid-80s. Just let him have it.
Yeah, I don't.
Let him have it for what he did as a player. All right. He's not you think he's the only guy dude, did you ever hear the story about Ty Cobb and like the black kid that he basically just like kidnapped and brought around with him as a good luck charm?
Yeah. I've heard about that. Yeah. The fucking Mets did cocaine in 86. Yes. So
yeah, there's a lot. And now steroid guys, I want them all out of the Hall of Fame. Okay. But Pete Rose wasn't a steroid guy. He was a, questionable morality guy, but he wasn't a steroid guy. And there's a lot of other questionable morality guys in the Hall of Fame. So unless we're gonna kick them all out, let's put Pete Rose in.
Man,
not a perfect human being by any stretch of the imagination, but the hell of a ball player.
Yeah, not all heroes wear capes. Sorry.
Definitely doesn't wear a cape, but he did wear a bowl cut.
Legal allegations is what he wears to his grave.
Walking tightropes, that dude. It was ball cuts and tightrope walking, that guy.
I love to this day, anytime I listen to like an old O&A bit online and Pete Rose haircut comes up when they're describing like people with Down syndrome.
Well, that's not nice.
Oh, it's so good.
It was a very Mo from
the Mo Howard haircut. Yeah. That too. They'd throw that out there.
Dude, when he was making money, he had like fancy cars and like great suits. He still had that awful ass haircut. Like,
I know that.
I haven't asked him about that. Like, why the
bullshit
like,
that was?
I understand it was a different time, but no one else had that haircut then. It wasn't a good haircut then.
Yeah,
it may have been slightly less bad, but there's no way it wasn't bad then.
Yeah.
Also, I honestly didn't know this. I didn't know that he was from Cincinnati originally. I don't know how I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But so yeah, the fact that he came up with the Reds and he's like, legend with the Reds. Also, that woman who used to own the Reds, why have they made a movie about her? That woman was a character. Marge
Schott?
something. Yeah.
Marge Schott.
Yeah. I already know who should play her. It's pretty obvious.
Who?
Melissa McCarthy. She'd be
don't
great.
I think
she'd
she'd
be great.
crying reading some of the things Marge Schott said in The Office. Like,
That's probably true. That's probably why they won't make the movie.
No, you do it the best way. You get the worst fucking national anthem singer who ironically was in Cincinnati, I believe. Was it Cincinnati?
Oh, dude, Roseanne would be great.
Roseanne is
the
Marge
Daily
Schott.
Wire is going to make the movie. The Daily Wire is going to make this movie with
I don't
Roseanne.
like those players.
Or Kathy Bates. That'd be a good one too.
Kathy Bates, I think, is a hard enough bitch where that would be a fucking perfect role for her.
It really depends. If you made a movie about her, it'd be one thing. But if you made a movie about somebody like a Pete Rose movie and she was part of it, it'd be different. I feel like it would be hard to make a movie about her because there's a lot of things that are problematic and it'd be difficult.
It'd be insane. The Marge Schott story.
Although she was loved, right, for a while there.
Apparently.
And then
I don't know. Was that around the time Springer was the fucking mayor too?
I don't remember.
I
don't know the whole story.
Fucking Cincinnati, man, has a wild history.
It's a weird place.
To learn about.
It's like Cincinnati is a crazy place.
Yeah,
it's just like one of those forgotten cities that's basically Kentucky. It's on the river. It's just there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big.
but
Skyline's pretty dope. I've seen it a couple times.
You never
nice.
think, oh man, I'm gonna go to Cincinnati because Cincinnati's a great. I mean, the one time I've been there, it is a good city. It is a cool place, but you never think of Cincinnati as like.
I would never drive.
People talk shit about Cleveland, but I still think people have hold Cleveland in a much higher regard than they do Cincinnati.
Yeah,
like they make fun of Cleveland because they forget Cincinnati exists.
Yeah. I would pay a fucking puddle jumper to fly me to fucking Cincinnati before I drive 71 ever again. Like, fuck that, dude. I will buy a private plane to go to Cincinnati for a half an hour.
I always wanted to go to that tennis tournament that's in Cincinnati.
No idea.
They have a big tournament. It's like right before the U.S. Open. It's like the last tournament before the U.S. Open, and it's in Cincinnati, and they have a tennis stadium outside of Cincinnati. You pass it on 71. It's like right by Kings Island there. But anyway, I always wanted to go to that. That'd be fun. Anyway, okay, Pete Rose, everybody.
Pete Rose haircuts, everyone.
Pete Rose haircuts
all around. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you Tuesday, you sexy bitches. As always, make sure to
better.
do it. What?
Let's do better Tuesday than we did this week.
We'll try.
Do better. We've been phoning in a lot of the last handful of episodes. We need to be better. All right, we'll try. We're not guaranteeing
episodes.
Anything. I disagree. I disagree hard. I think we've been really shitty for the last couple of months, and we need to do better. So
we definitely peter out towards the end, which is
we didn't used to.
But we will talk to you guys Tuesday. Have a good night, you awesome, sexy people. And we'll see you at the Kumite, fam.
Gorgia.